Hello, happy Wednesday, and welcome in. How are we? Figured it was about time we get our all difficulty underway. We are an hour earlier than usual because my goal is to get as far through this as we can. Trying to get as much done as possible. Because these are perfect games, man. These are perfect games, and sometimes those take some time. So we will see. It's still Wednesday. Elastic, no. I do these solo. No, 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 no. We definitely do these solo. But we will see. Night. Hello, friend. Yeah, this is possibly the last. I say possibly because there's like a very small chance of tomorrow, but probably the last stream of the month. Probably because I will not be here on Friday. Okay. I will be back Sunday, though, just as a heads up. So we'll see. Juju. Hello, friend. What's up, Blondie? Oh, hi. How's everything going today? Everything's going well, man. Tis going well. Orbit. Ellen, good to see you. Eclipse, hello. Little Devil, good to see you. Tiny Moo, hello. Break, Mark. Oh my God. Still no word. Still no word. I don't even know how to address it at this point because they didn't say anything to me about it. So I'm gonna have to see if if it's hidden in the back somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. Won't be here as long as midnight here. No, you're fine. All is well, man. That's what the VOD channel's for. What's going on? No, Juju had said something to the PO box, and when I went to go get it, I got something else and not that. Like, as in, there was something there that was from somebody else, but Juju's thing was not. Yeah. No, Eclipse, I am not. No. Kafritz, hello, friend. Good to see you. Mr. Nobody, thank you for the 6 months. Aliens took it? Mother frickers. Mr. 420, hello. I'm disappointed at all the odd times I've ended all the odd times. You're able to go back and watch VODs to keep your streak alive. If I'm correct on that. Oh no, it was the naders that took it. Oh no. Hopefully it wasn't accident. I hope not. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally like 5 minutes watch time on a VOD or something, and you retain your streak. Yeah. You can watch stream. You can watch the past streams. Yeah, for sure. Moonstar, thank you for the 4 months. King, thank you so much for the 8 months, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you, friends. All right. Knight, what the shiitakes are you doing? Knight! Thank you for the subs, homie. Oh my God. I lost my streak of 157 on Sunday. Listen, you guys gotta be better than this. Knight, thank you, dude. Buttons, how the hell did you find that one? Thank you so much, friend. So freaking kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. Venny, welcome back. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, they couldn't find oh, yeah, that's true. Blondie had something delivered and they literally couldn't find it. And I sent a screen grab to Blondie of what the address is. It's literally a UPS store, that exact address. I'm like, bro, if you can't, I don't know what you expect to see beyond that. Which order am I doing the maps in today? Well, it's a Willow Wall difficulty challenge. So I'll be starting with Willow and then we'll probably go to Willow. And then if we do well and we get far, we'll probably do Willow. And then Willow. I opened the notification and it told me to go to Google Maps. What the hell? What? Can you do Willow tonight? Listen, stop asking me for things that I can't, make happen. We'll do Willow though. I think you should do Willow. Fine. Y'all pull my leg. Fine. Ay. Why is there no, what did I just hear? Blood Moon? Oh, don't say that. No, we don't want all that jazz. I heard a thing, but I didn't see a thing. What? I'm so confused. I don't. Okay. Yeah. Oculus, welcome in. I'm good, friend. How are you? All right, let's get Phasmo open. The whole point of starting early was so that we can get this ball rolling. It takes some time to get through these because we're literally going from amateur all the way to APOC 3 if we get that far. So we're going to try our best. Knight, what the did we just say about the buttons? I bought bits, but nothing happened. Wait, what do you mean you bought bits and nothing happened? Wait, did you send bits or you just bought bits? Very confused. Knight. Oh, that's what we're gonna hit it with. This music is not in my playlist. I don't know. If I don't switch quick enough, it's never fast enough. Just you wait until I get you shut up, Kafritz. Knight, thank you so freaking much, man. If you guys got gifted, please make sure to thank. Please. Brought a kitten in my house trying to get the dogs to give it some space. Brought a kitten as in like a rando from outside, or like you went to like the shelter and got kitters? What kind of kitters? Knight. So freaking kind, dude. Thank you. Pressing these damn buttons. Someone needs to hide them. Yeah, buying bits isn't going to do it. It's if you're talking about notifications, that's when you send them. Yeah, you're not going to get a notification for purchasing them because you basically have like added it to your bank and then you haven't sent it out anywhere yet. Yeah. Welcome in. Hello. What's up, Jim? Good to see you. Let's go over to the stuff and the things. Jay, thank you for the 5 subs. Panda. Oh, wait, Pan, thank you so much for the sub, dude. My God, what is happening? Possibly the last stream. I say possibly, more than likely the last stream of the month. There's a very small possibility of tomorrow. If we do, it's going to be a new game. It'll be a new game, but that's a very big maybe. So we're just going to say that more than likely today's the last one. Yeah. Autumn, I'm doing well, friend. How are you? Anyone else's patch break more stuff? The Phasmo stuff? No, mine's been great. What is the highest hype train you've had? I think, hold on. I think this will tell me. Hold on. I think this will tell me. Shit, or not. You know, I'll shut up. Level 20, there you go. Thank you. It does say, okay. Level 20, 59% is the highest that we have ever had. Yeah. Is that Elisa cut out behind? There's nothing back there. There's nothing back there. Don't you worry your little heart. You're fine. You're fine. Raven, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I swear to God, dude. Thought it was Pam. There's nothing back there. No. If you're talking about the ghosty, yeah, we call her Pam. Others call her Lisa. It just, yeah, everyone's got their names. Yeah. Everyone's tripping. They're seeing stuff. Don't worry about it. They're seeing all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Mysterio, welcome in. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Absolutely not. Last stream of the month? Yeah. Yeah. God damn it. Why not? Because we're not. Oh, I could change from the cat badge now. I guess I could change that, can't I? I did. I got my astronomer badge back. So I think I'll put that back on. Where's this guy? That's not the animated one. Savage, welcome in. How are you? Oh my God. On day 2, being sick. I'm glad I'm sorry you're sick, Shield. I hope you feel better, man. That sucks. I'm sorry. I say do Willow first and then end in Willow. You know what? That's a good suggestion. I like it. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. No more dad jokes. No. Oh shit. Sorry. This is wrong. This is wrong. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Hold on. All right. Well, I guess before we get going, we are going to start with a wheel spin, and then after the wheel spin, we'll get to Kraken. As long as we end on Willow, I'm all right with it. Yeah, the reason we did not do a old Willow Street all difficulty is because at that time there was a lot of stuff that was wrong with the game. So I wasn't about to put myself through that. So we did a perfect, no evidence night, homie, night. What does the spin for? Whenever we reach the daily goal, I spin the wheel, and it's a good wheel or a bad wheel, meaning it's got all kinds of stuff on there. Yeah. The agenda today, we're doing the all difficulty challenge at Willow. So we're going to start with the amateur, and then we're going to go attempt to go all the way to APOC 3. Somebody needs to take Knight's buttons away. Take Knight's buttons away. How come you never use the sound sensor? It just depends. I do use it. It's just I usually only use it on larger maps. Typically. Yeah. What is the use of it? That in larger maps, you can use it on smaller maps. I've demonstrated that. If you are walking back and forth from the truck a lot, putting sound sensors down is a really good idea because it can give you information. I can hear the ghost writing the book from the truck if I have a sound sensor near it. You know what I mean? Don't say Blood Moon. No. 24/7 is your account, right? Yes. Yeah. I did the Whatever Wednesday today. Yeah. What the hell? What the hell? Orbit, thank you for the biddies. Don't got really anything to say, but hey, how's it going? Hey, that's something to say. It's going well, friend. How are you? Guaranteed first match? No shot. No way in hell. No way in hell. All right, let's spin this, and then we will get to Kraken, man. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to go right into amateur, and we'll go through our spiel, and we'll do the things. Yeah. Sound like a deal? Oh, my God, man. Thank you all for the hype train. Goddamn. Goddamn. Oh, yeah. This is also the last opportunity. It is a long shot, but this would have been the last opportunity to hit the extended goal, which would then put us into this onesie, which is a cow, while we play funnel runners. So just saying. Wiener Whackin' Willow Wednesday. What the God damn it. Break. On the 24/7 channel today, you were playing a game where you were reporters on a city street. Oh, yeah. Headliners. Yeah, Headliners. We haven't played that in a long time. We'll definitely revisit it, though. Don't you what me? All right. Start the night off strong. Yes. Let's go. Gifted merch. Hell yeah. I mean, oh, man. Oh, man. Wow. That's a good spin right there. That's a good spin. All right, let's give some merch to chat. Yay, free stuff. All right, free stuff, huh? Let's do this then. I saw drink blue cheese. No. That is not what you saw. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. How can we win and lose in one spin? This is a win. This is a win. Came out, welcome in. Enjoy the sub, friend. If you check your notifications, it should tell you actually who did it. Yeah. All right. It'll pop up in chat in a second. I just have to fill in the informations and then it'll show up. All right. So hold please. How does this work? Very easy. Whenever this pops up, whenever you see it pop up in chat, it will tell you to enter. So you just have to wait for it to pop up. It has to process basically. So Fourth Wall has the option where you can gift stuff to chat, which is a really cool integration. So if you guys type !enter, you could possibly win free merch. And that free merch for this one is the Plushies Attack shirt. One of the faves for sure. Yeah. And there's different colors as well. Black, asphalt, lilac, pink, or ocean blue. Your choice. I wear a lot of black shirts, so obviously you know which one I'm going for. It's a raffle. That's correct. Yeah. I'd love a FlashForce t-shirt to wear in game. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I would agree that'd be pretty freaking awesome, but you know, I'm not gonna be poking the bear about that. Yeah. Break, thank you for the subs, friendo. Thank you. Got wifey 2 of those for her birthday. Red Bulls. Thank you, friend. The shirts are so comfortable, man. They're so comfortable. Morning sickness is no joke. This is crazy. Oh, shallow. I hope that you're able to eat what you want to eat, friend. The missus only had very minimal morning sickness. Red eye. Let's go. GG's. Hell yeah, dude. Love the voodoo doll on the shirt. Yeah, it's the plushies attack shirt. Yeah, they're pricks. All right. That is good. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. You guys are freaking awesome. This is one hell of a start, I suppose. Love the streams. Thank you. Well, thank you. All right, let's get started over there. And we'll do this thing. I did not make the movie channel yet. No. In Discord, not yet. Not yet. Gonna try to remake my brownie, so I'll be lurking. No, you're good, Ashley. All is well, friend. Merch came yesterday. Got the wife a toe shirt. Maybe the new retro. Oh, got yourself the new retro. Oh, Sir Vanyo. Well, thank you for getting merch. Oh yeah, I love the new retro one. The pocket tees are where it's at. How hard is APOC 3 as someone from experience? Well, I only have so much experience with APOC 3, and it's very difficult. It is definitely very difficult. There are people that will non-stop run APOC 3 and harder difficulties. They're just always pressing the envelope, trying to see how hard they can make the game. They do it all the time. All the time. I do not. So we'll see, man. FNAF, Andre, welcome in. Gabe, hello. Cursed, Maxwell, welcome in, friends. Mr. Cheese, hello. Ay. Was watching an old video of yours yesterday. You were talking about it then. Oh, the movie thing? It's easy sometimes once you get the hang of it. Not really. The only times it's really easy is if you get a particular ghost. No, it's not tornado time. No tornado time. Abby, thank you for the biddies. Penguin Plays, welcome in. All right, let us get started. All difficulties? Correct. That is correct. Here, we'll start here just so I can show it like this. We're not getting a blood moon. No. Dio, thank you so much for the 6 months, dude. Here's to many more. Appreciate you, man. Where can I find the music you listen to on stream? Oh, exclamation point playlist. Yep. Super simple. Super simple. Zach, thank you for the biddies. Thank you so much. If you die and don't guess the right ghost, if I don't get a perfect game, I have to restart. So if I get the ghost incorrect, that's not a perfect game, I restart. If I die to the ghost, that's not a perfect game, I restart. And I go literally all the way back to amateur. Correct. So the all difficulty challenge at Willow's. Hold on, please. Let me get rid of text so that way it's, oh, God damn it. No, would you? All diff. Just say something. Don't say no evidence. Okay, there we go. That's better. Because if somebody sees this, they're going to be confused as shit. All right. The all difficulty challenge is when you go from amateur to APOC 3. And we are going to be doing this at the new Willow Street. We have not done it yet. I don't even know all the best spots to go to. We are just going to play it by ear and see how it goes. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to start at amateur. We will go all the way to APOC 3 using the difficulties that the game gives us. So the preset for amateur to insanity, and we are literally going to use the preset it gives you for APOC 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So we will start, maybe, whatever. I just want to go to the actual, I swear to God. Right here. Yeah, we'll start here. We'll start here. So it's like kindergarten to college graduate. Correct, but you could die to a ghost. What's the longest it's ever taken? Oh, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look and see how long it actually took us. I don't remember. Yeah. We'll see. But I have to get perfect games. Have to. Now this was, I would say this was created, and I do say it was created by Tom, Mr. Tom NK21, because he, in my opinion, was the one to brainchild it. He took inspiration from others and had the idea of going a run from amateur to APOC. So he was the first one that I really knew. Yeah. And then we drink bad sodas. Listen. If I fail, I'll spin the wheel. How about that? Yeah. I've tried Tom's all difficulty and I love it. It's challenging, right? I don't win every time. By no means. Oh, absolutely, I do not. Hockey, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Irony, thank you so much for the 14 months. Oh, hey, how are you? Deal? Deal. Sounds good to me. I'm going to get got on like amateur intermediate and I'm going to end the stream. I swear to God. I swear to God. You're building Willow Street in Minecraft Night. The new one or the old one? If you lose, you have to drink the... Oh, the new one. Very cool. Very cool. Definitely post some pictures inside of the gaming channel on Discord. I would love to see it. Would love to see it. Blood moon on every difficulty. If you could choose a blood moon, how great would that be? I would absolutely do a blood moon on every difficulty if we had the option. But they don't seem too into the idea of being able to do a blood moon. Can I make a video talking about how to test for all the new ghosts? I mean, I don't know if that's really my bag. I have videos of me getting the new ghost and all that. I don't have a video that's like, here's this new ghost, here's how to test for it, here's what you do this. We do all that testing within the videos. So like, if you go and watch my video on the Deltagast, like we go through all the testing with that ghost. I don't do like here's the ghost in 1 minute or something like that. Yeah. I make short, like I usually do that kind of stuff with short form. Short form, I usually condense it down. Doc says you control the, wait, what? Doc says I control what? Do I control Doc? Valkyrie, hello. Oh, blood moons. Oh, well, I guess it depends. Let me check my items. I think I'm going to upgrade to the tier 3 crucifix. We're not going to do headgear. Not right now. I might add it later. We'll see. We like our incense the way it is. Salt, again, that might be something I change to later. I don't know if that's necessarily something I need right now. Everything else is basically fine. Yeah. That should be good. We believe in you, but we also want more wheels. Okay. God damn it. Setting choose blood moon only appears when playing with Doc. That'd be kind of funny. All right, headgear's tier 2, sound sensors tier 1, that's fine. All right. So we start on amateur. We work our way to APOC 3. Perfect games only, friends. Game on. Game on. Why not bring tier stuff associated with the difficulty? So what tier stuff would you associate with intermediate? What tier stuff would you associate with insanity? That doesn't really make sense. You have 3 tiers of equipment and you have how many different difficulties? You know what I mean? Yeah, that'd be weird. Totox, thank you for the 4-month prime. All right. So is this just windy? Oh, it's fog. Okay. Oh, thank God. I was like, I don't hear any rain. All right. Grant Clark, we need to repel, prevent with a crucifix, and capture a video. All right. Let's go find out where our ghosty is first. Number 1 on the list. Before I do that, let me check my Logitech settings. I feel like my sensitivity is so high right now. Let's see. That feels better. There we go. There we go. All right. Power is going to start on amateur. We're going to have every single hiding spot. Every hiding spot. All right, Ghosty's here. Let's go get more stuff. We'll have to get the bone. We'll have to do all that stuff. Hey, Tavertal, I'm good. How are you? Is it bad sometimes amateur feels harder than insanity? It just depends on the ghost. It's really RNG. Sometimes you have a ghost that is extremely active and sometimes you don't. We have 5 minutes, by the way. The ghost can't hunt us. So we're just going to get all the equipment in there and try to figure it out fast and then get all the media. At least it's active. I mean, it's already throwing things. So that's great. All right. Probably in here. We can assume. Air B, think of the 27 months. Welcome back, friend. All right. More stuff. What's up, Rain? How we doing tonight? Doing good. Doing well. Sorry. How are you? Doing just well. Ghosty's still active. Give me this, this. Give me this. I know I could lay down some salt, but I want to make sure we know where the ghost is. So we'll see how it goes. Random guy, welcome in. We assume it's in the kitchen. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near?
For a closing.
Okay. That's an audio we can get. Nice. Check our temps. Not super cold. How long have I had the Jeff Bezos song? A long time. Okay, we know it's here. That's what matters. That's what matters. Still find myself swinging around to grab the car key once I walk into Willow. Old habits? I know. I do the same thing. I look the wrong, like sometimes I look the wrong direction when I leave the truck. Give me that, give me this, give me this. How long have I been streaming? Today? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I have yet to record any video, so... Motion sensor. Find it awfully interesting that you set that motion sensor off, but none of the salt. I think I just got that. I did. Good. And we have UV. And that was a ghost fart. Damn it. Shut up. Ghosty. Where are you?
Found far from their home.
Dots. There's a lot happening at the same time right now. Holy shit. All right, hold on. I gotta breathe. I gotta breathe. We gotta walk outside. I gotta breathe. I gotta breathe. Loves, thank you for the 3-month prime. All right, light switched. We've got disturbed salt, motion sensed. We've got the footies, which means that we can get the handprint as well. We got the spirit box response. All right, and we know that we have dots and spirit box, but it walked in salt, so it's not a wraith. Not a wraith. 3 evidence. Yeah, this is literally amateur. Yeah, we are gonna get 3. Let's bring a smudge in there. Let's bring a firelight because that's an extra video. We've already got the salt video. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, wait, and I got UV. Oh, yeah, duh. Oh, it's a phantom. Oh, okay. Well, it'll stalk us. Cool. Bro forgot UV. Yeah, skibbity. I see you. Relax. Relax. Do that. No, where'd it go? Got it. All right. No, where's my I'm missing stuff. There it is. That should count. Yeah. I need a video. Do I need a firelight? Object, light. No, I need the ghost video. I need the ghost video. Yeah, find the bone, do all that stuff. Yeah. But I can also check my sanity because of the difficulty. So I'm only at 75, which is not bad. But I suppose we could probably use this time. Cursed object, bone, and then whatever. Dot's video? I could try. That's high hopes. High hopes. Do the conduits come next update? No. No, go back and read the notes. The conduits are not going to come to the game, they said, until the full release. Yeah, the video of the dots counts if the ghost will decide to dot long enough for me to take a video of it. Oh, hey. Oh, please. Give. Hey, White Kitty, how are you? I'm more worried about the ghost. Oh, wait. Oh, this is more important. Look. It's eventing right now, and because it's a phantom, it's gone. It's gone. It was either one or the other. If I took a photo of it, I couldn't get a video of it. So we had to do what we had to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the monkey paw to wish to see the ghost. Damn phantom. I'm going to use the monkey paw to wish to see the ghost. And with that, it just stalked me, I think. Never to be seen. Oh, it's the butcher. Ka-chow. Maybe? Shit, I'll take it. Oh, but I got the ghost photo. Cursed. No, I already got that. EMF, already got that. Footprint. Oh, handprint? Did you touch anything? No. Okay. He's groaning. Dude be groaning, dough. Yeah. Oh, the bone. Oh, yeah, no shit. All right, let's do that. Let's go get our flashlight and keep searching. Oh, yeah, we were looking and then the ghost was disturbing us. Ooh, actually, better safe than sorry, man. Let's go take some sanity real quick. What would you do without us? Forget literally everything. Repel while it's chasing and prevent a hunt with a crucifix. Actually, let me go get some more smudges. You can get footprint and handprint. Correct. Those are two separate photos. Indeed. We only need the one crucifix to stop the hunt because the next time after that, we want the ghost to actually hunt. But I need both. So. Let's get it to eat a crucifix. Here, set that off. Come on. I'm on amateur. I wish to see the ghost. This is for you. Enjoy. Nummy. Why'd you turn this on right before you did that? So, a tier 3 crucifix will stop a cursed hunt, and it will deplete the entire thing. It'll eat both at the same time. Okay? Now, let's do... I wish for sunrise. So now, my sanity is low enough for the ghosty to hunt us. So this should work, and it should be faster than wishing to trap the ghost. Because if I wish to trap it, If I wish to trap it, it counts down from 60 and then it hunts, and the cursed hunt is longer. No, the crucifix was just eaten. It's gone. Wow. Real mature. It just stalked me. Give me this. Hey, Matthew. What's up, friend? Okay, we're good. Just making sure it's not right next to me. All right. How do you know it stalked you? Because it set an EMF 2 off at my location without doing anything at my location. Invisible pants. There you go. Objectives. All the media. We know what the ghost is. Deuces. On to the next one. Can the ghost see you through the living room doors? Absolutely not. No, at some point I feel like they're going to do something to make it so that the ghost can. But as of right now, no. Absolutely not. All right. That's amateur. I like it. Add where the bone shows in the book? Nope. Nope. I don't know when that's coming. Hopefully the next update.
Welcome back.
It's the Fan of Tom. There's our perfect amateur run. Look at that. Look at that. That's perfection. 666. Love it. All right. We are now on to intermediate. We keep her going, dude. We keep her going. Island, think of it the 7 months. Instant reality, think of it the 13. Back to back Willow, literally all night. Oh, yeah. I'm doing Willow Street all night because our goal is to do every difficulty on that map if possible. If possible. I do not do high APOC runs often, so we're going to try our best. Hey, what's up, Sue? How are you? All right, on to intermediate. Let's rock. Hopefully this ghosty is just like the last one. All right. Kelly Hans, capture a photo, blow out the firelight, and EMF. I'm going to go in with a photo camera this time. The reason being that if the ghosty shows up early, I want to be at the ready to get the photo and just get it out of the way. Just get it out of the way. JJC, welcome in. Enchanted. Oh, he rain. I'll just keep it like this. That'll be fine. Oh, hey. I mean, if we're feeling froggy. Difficulty running. Intermediate now. Hiding. Always good to double check what hiding spaces you have available. No, you're gonna hit me. You're gonna hit me. Oh, you hit me, you piece of trash. That definitely walked right at me. That means it's not a Cormos. For sure. Not a Cormos. Also EVMF 5. Really, definitely not a Cormos now. EMF 5. What is my sanity right now? Okay, that was probably a 10 hit. All right, let's go back. Let's go back and get more stuff. Ninja Potato. Think of the 27 months. How's the ghosties? What difficulty? Run intermediate. The rain is very loud. I would agree. There's our EMF fiber going crazies. Crazies. I can only assume that the ghosty is close. All right, yeah, I lost 10 sanity on that one. That's fine. I'm gonna go in with a crucifix, this and this. Yeah, listen, I'm not upset about getting a ghost photo immediately. EMF 5, EMF, summoning circle, translucent. I like it. Some nice, easy photos to start. Exactly. Now, the ghost came from here, but that doesn't mean it is here. Like, That could have been it eventing from somewhere else down the hallway, which I'd say is probable at this point. Those darn shades. It's not a shade. Are you in here? Eh? You in here? No? Maybe. Oh, well, don't mind if I do. This thing loves doors, dude. All right, let's put this down. Let's go get more stuff. I probably shouldn't have lit that yet, but whatever, it's fine. I hate the new door noise. Why? Miss Mojito, welcome in. I mean, yeah, it can get loud sometimes. Some of the events are really, really, really aggressive. All right. Let's bring this. Keep going with our medias, yeah? It's very loud, yeah. Okay. What's up, Avery? Hello. Merc, thank you for the membership. Welcome in, man. Not a mayor. I don't know if it can even be a mayor. You want to do the thing? Actually, you know what? Here. Do the thing. Got it. So it blew out the firelight once. But Onryo's off the table, so I don't have to worry about that. I can just keep lighting this, which is totally fine by me. Let's put this out here and not forget it. Yeah? Yeah? Do the things and the stuff? Why do you buy so much equipment? Because I'm lazy. I just add all because I don't want to go through and make a preset where it's only so many things. It's literally because I'm lazy. Mm-hmm. Has the weekly challenge been completed? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's already posted, friend. Yeah, it's already live. Binge watching the YouTube videos for the past week. Happy I made it to the stream. Well, I'm glad you're here. Welcome in. Oh, wait. Where are you?
Just
Where are you?
taken away.
Okay. Just in case something falls to the floor. I think they fixed that. The whole stuff falling through the floor thing. Yeah. Next to the pantry. Thank you. Yeah. I'll get there. I'm just trying to get everything in there where we get the evidence from the ghost. Give me this. Give me this. We have EMF. We have Spirit Box, so we don't have to worry about a Mimic or any of that jazz. Galu, Diane, Spirit, Twins, Wraith. So we still get our 3 evidence. I did not see orbs. I could verify that for sure. It doesn't hurt to safely check for things, because you never know. We could be watching from here and then all of a sudden we see dots. You know what I mean? Sarah, how are you? Duke, oh my God. Duke, thank you for the tier 1. Welcome in. Yeah, every game has to be a perfect game. We are going from amateur to APOC 3. If I do not get a perfect game, I have to go back to amateur. Have to. Interaction? What did it just do? Also, you can record video from there too, which is not a bad idea. Okay. I don't know what the interaction was. All right, we're still at 87, so that's good. Yeah, it's in Floyd's room. Dude, one of my friends sat in the closet for 10 minutes and the ghost didn't slow down from aging. Oh, it was a pain in the butt. It's really dangerous whenever you're aging a Thay, because if you age it too far, then you have to wait in the house for 1,500 hours for it to do anything. That was weird. All right, I don't have the photo camera on me right now. We'll get there. Hey, any phalanges in here? Oh, iPad kid. Oh, phone. freezing temperatures. Miss Scoozy. Oh, it's the twins. Okay. We've already got the objectives done. I could take a photo of the freezing, so let's go get it. Meow. Meow. I mean, I could also take a picture of the bone, but freezing I think is more money. So we need 3 videos, we need 2 audios. Lady Kimmy! Hi friend, how are you? Freezing. So now the photos are done. That's one less thing that we have to worry about. Now, this is both audio and video. Oh, it threw the book. Oh, maybe that was the interaction we had. Oh, okay. There's the ghost. Okay. So we got both video and audio of that. Sweet. Go ahead, blow this out. Grab the bone. I will. Hard to remember every single ghost 3 evidence. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Very cooperative, ghosty. Yeah. What else can we get? Video-wise, I can get the firelight. I can get... Wait, do I have salt in here? Did I bring salt in here? Didn't I throw the salt down? Oh, there it is. I was like, I know I brought it. You hooker. Got it. Do it. Walk through this. Do it. You're gonna do it when I'm not ready. You're gonna do it when I'm not ready. Oh, okay, good. Oh, thank God. I was like, don't you dare do this to me. Okay. Audio. I don't know if I've heard that before. That sounded like a new why. Okay. 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 Are we done? Am I done? Literally no hunt. Endless! What's up, dude? Thank you for the 31 months. And Callie, thank you for the gifted. All the objectives are done. It's 100% not a mimic because of the evidence that we have. We have EMF, freezing, and spirit box. The EMF is what saved us on that. Got that very early. All photos, all videos, all unique audio. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Twinsies. Twins, Basil, twins. Sweet. Intermediate's done. Do you need the bone in order to get a perfect game? Yes, you do. And hopefully one day that'll be gone.
Welcome back.
Da twins. That was easier than the amateur game, which is very, very interesting. Didn't even need the ghost to hunt, so I'll take it. All right. On to professional. On to professional. Archmages, thank you for the biddies. Knight, thank you for the subs. Oh my God. Gold. Is that a golden? Fucking. Is that another one? You're rigging hype trains too? No. Absolutely not. We'll wait here for a couple of minutes. When the bones are replaced, it'll be gone. No, correct. So my understanding of that whole situation with the bone is that at some point, which I think is going to be the update coming in August, I could be wrong, that they are going to be adding something into the journal to let us know that we picked up the bone. And then whenever they are doing the full release of the game, the 1.0, they are removing the bone and they are replacing it with conduits. So, yeah. Have you had a chance to look? I saw it. I just haven't had a chance to respond yet, Kimmy. Yeah. I did see it though. Thank you. Discovered the channel a few days ago. Immediately became a fan. Oh, thanks, man. They should buff perfect games in accordance to difficulty. Professionals should get... Oh, yeah. Well, perfect games in general should be buffed. Perfect games, you should get more money. It would entice people to do them more often. It's just not worth it for the XP and the money. Might need a conduit for perfect game, maybe. I don't know for sure. But yeah, they gave us a preview of the conduits. They didn't give us any information on it. Yeah. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing what? Is it not already full release of the game? No. No. It's been early access for ages. Come out with conduits prior to 1.0 just so if there's a... Right, you'd think so. We'd like to think so. But I don't know. We'll see. Spooky Stitches, good to see you. Break, thank you for the biddies. Tiny Moo, gamer fan. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Banana Man, hello. Night. What did we say about the buttons? Why do some use tier 2 salt over tier 3? Because some don't want to slow the ghost down. The tier 3 salt will slow the ghost down, and some, like, I might change to that at a higher difficulty, but right now, no. Oh my God. Endless. Why are they removing the bone and adding the conduits? Hopefully because the bone doesn't make sense. Buttons are good. Have I been jump scared in Demonologist? Yeah, go back and watch my videos. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh my God. Night, Endless, thank you guys so much. Che! Makes more sense about the salt. It just depends. It depends on what you're trying to do. No, it's this month we decided to do the mixed bag. So they're both good and bad at the same time. So cow goal? No, we have not. No. The cow goal is some distance away. That's the cow goal. Yeah, that's the cow goal. That's that onesie. That's what that is. First time in a while catching one of the streams. Love the YouTube vids. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Is it Renee? Thank you. I hate the small bone especially. It just doesn't make sense. The bones don't make sense. Night, dude. Night. What did we say, Night? Night, what did we say? Biggest button. Oh my God. So once every 2 days and we get the cow onesie? No, it's in 1 day because I'm not going to be here Friday because we're going to go visit a family friend. So there is a very small possibility that we are doing a stream tomorrow, but I don't know. So that's why we're saying tonight's probably the last stream of the month. Yeah. If you guys got gifted, please enjoy the sub. Guys, thank you so freaking much. There's a reason we're waiting here for a minute. A, to do the wheel, but B, yeah. I'll watch. Because if I get got in the pro game, I'm going to be a little sad. Oh, we have ads coming too. Shit. All right. Well, we'll do that before we go in. Oh, also, side note, if we do get to the cow stream, we're not only adding a new emote. I'm going to be doing watch badges for that too. So I have already ready to rock watch and sub badges for that stream, for that event. So it's ready to rock. Yeah. Are we breaking it right now? Archmage, thank you for the subs. Nocturnal. No need to run it when everyone's subscribed. Touche. Let's go ahead and spin it. No, not that cow. Fuck. Oh, we were doing so well without it. We were doing so good. Oh, we were doing so good. Everything was fine. Everyone was happy. Happy. No, don't you dare say it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I don't even know. Nettie! Night! Oh, shit. Please don't be the blue cheese. Please don't be the blue cheese. Oh, we're still happy. Oh, okay. Touche. Touche. Well, shit. I came in the middle of a rough moment. It will be here shortly. Yeah, it will be soon, I guess, depending on what the results of this is. Can we get an update? An update on what? Oh, on the thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we can. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Mr. Chinggis. Hi, sir. There's no point. Oh, my God. Endless. That's what we were missing. There we go. There we go, Endless. That's the way you're supposed to come into the stream, Endless. It's a really easy way for me to know it's you. Hi, Mr. Chinggis. How are you doing, sir? Oh, they're such good. I'm gonna snooze the ads because I don't want you guys to get hit in the middle of this. I'm sorry. Oh, Mr. Chinggis, I'm frightened, sir. I'm scared. Okay, well, I guess I gotta update that too, huh? Gamer fan, thank you so much. Oh shit. I really want to see you drink blue cheese. Oh, I'm so fearful that it's actually going to hit it. I am fearful. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. PB&J, dude, you have no idea. They're all so bad. They're really, really, really terrible. Yeah, my tummy's going to be feeling awfully interesting after this. Oh, Mr. Chinggis, thank you for the biddies, sir. Gamer fan, thank you for the subs. Amy, Night. We said something about the buttons, Night. Okay, well, there's no point in delaying the inevitable. Okay. All right. Well, we've had that before. Okay. It's not blue cheese. It's not blue cheese. Night. Thank you so much, man. Yeti, thank you for the biddies. We have cow. We're getting close to cow. Level 13 golden. Jesus Christ. Momo! All right. Shut up. Break. Thank you so much, homie. Break. Thank you. Oh, Break. I'll have to message you that game that Doc messaged me. I think at some point we'll play it. I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. We need a flash moo. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh my God. Wait, where's the bacon? Oh, it's right there. Well, here it is. Stimulation overload. Well, listen, there's a reason I didn't go back into the house. I was like, we're going to wait a second, let it breathe. This is the one I think that tastes like a leather boot, if I recall. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain that's what this one tastes like. Uh-huh. Rip your taste buds? Yeah, they're gone. I don't know where the bottle opener is, though. Shit. It's here somewhere. I don't want to use my table, which I've done. I found it. It fell on the floor. It fell on the floor. We got it. Oh my God. Mark, thank you so much. Alias Night. Dear Lord. Like a lot of leather boots. It's what you imagine it probably tastes like. You know what I mean? It's what you imagine it probably tastes like. Send a photo of the living room directly to you because I can't post. Oh, you're good. If you can't post in the Discord, you just have to get to level 1. Yeah, it takes a very small amount of chatter, like over a few minutes to get to level 1. Yeah, it's super, super simple. Mr. 420. Oh, fuck. Well, I guess we're going to be a cow. So that stream is going to be cow onesie, funnel runners, cowbell, and I'll be replacing every single one of my alerts with cow noises. Well, not cow noises, sorry. Cow/tornado related things. Yeah. I already have one alert that Blondie gave me an idea of, which I'm going to make, which I think you guys are going to really enjoy. Yeah. Dude, it's at level 15. Jesus Christ. Cownado? Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to have a watch badge during that stream. So by watching for like an hour or two, you'll be able to earn a badge that we already have an idea of. Sub sound should be the Polish cow dance. Listen, if you have ideas for that cow stream, please put them in the Discord in the suggestion channel. Please, please, please. All right. Mr. GNV, oh, hey, how are ya? Ghosty girl, thank you for the biddies. Nightly, thank you for 44 months. Thank you for the lurk, friend. Amber, hi. Little cow going around a tornado. Well, I definitely needed to do the same cow from Twister. I didn't realize I had that on VHS, by the way. I was going through and cleaning out my shelves, and I had no clue. Or organizing my shelves. Yeah. I've got Twister. I was like, what? What? Don't die unprofessional. I would really like to not die unprofessional. Yeah. So, side note. I don't even know how close that is. If we ever beat the hype train record, if we do beat it, I have to do the last dab hot sauce, by the way. Just a side note. Whenever the hype trains kick off, there's a little message that quickly shows up that states that. Yeah. It is kind of hidden in there a little bit. Little Pedal, thank you so much for this. Okay. While that's all catching up and doing all the things, I'm going to do this and hopefully not barf. Okay. It's not stale, but it like tastes like, oh, that's stale. Like you grab the wrong can and then you're like, what the absolute fuck? I gotta blow my nose. Hold on, please. A yuck? Was that you trying to do a goofy noise or was that you just saying yuck? Yuck? Ugh. I have a stomach bug and watching you drink that makes me want to hurt. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have told you to look away. Night. Night. Thank you for dude, thank you for the subs, Night. God damn, dude. Valky, thank you for the biddies. Thank you so much. Both. Sweet and Deadly, thank you for the subs. Welcome in. Smug, hello. Chaos has ensued, man. Chaos has ensued. We will continue on when there's a little more chill. Ooh. You about couldn't keep it? No, I'm fine. I'm okay. It's just, ooh. When it hits you, it hits you, dude. Revenge, have a good one, friend. Thank you so much for being here. We're okay. We're fine. We're fine. So, we need to schedule playing with viewers and also schedule, I feel like coming back, and also schedule the cow stream. We'll figure it out. Oh, hey, the Hated here looks so nice with sunglasses. Mal, hello, welcome in. Has no chill, has zero chill. You dragging Baron into a cow stream? Listen, if he's going to be dressed, like I will ask if he would like to dress up as cows and play if he would like to. It's up to him. Mark, thank you so much, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gamer, welcome in. How are you? Ads, I don't have words, man. That'd be amazing. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. I promise. Like ads are coming in a minute and a half, but I have a feeling that it's not going to matter that much I have a feeling that not many people are going to receive ads. Listen. God damn. He did read the card and knows the objective. Okay. I think so too. I think so too. Anybody that's dodged it, I don't know what happened, man. I am. Oh, Ms. Pants, it's kind of insane what some people have had happen. There's been some crazy streams. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, the highest one ever is over like 100. Which is crazy. I think 200. No, oh my God, night. Seriously, dude. Way above crazy beyond. Thank you so much, man. Craziness. Craziness. Sunshine, thank you for the biddies. Alex, thank you for the biddies. Thank you guys so much, man. Just joining in. That's probably why I dodged. Yeah, there's a possibility. I've noticed that I get gifted like randomly in a stream if I've been to the stream. Yeah, or like if I've chatted, I notice I get it more frequently. But then there's ones I've never chatted in that I get gifted. Yeah. Mark! My stomach is like, listen. It's like I have to burp, but I'm trying to be really careful because it's disgusting and yeah. You should still, well, yeah, I can't snooze anymore. The ads are going to play. If you do get hit by the ads, I'm so sorry, friends. I do 3 minutes of ads every hour, so I do apologize. I'm not going to go in without you, though, I promise. I do promise. I'm glad we started early today. God damn. Sweet and deadly. Mark. Ray, thank you so much for the gifted. Twin Feather, thank you for the biddies. No. If it lands on soda, I might have to like do an IOU because if I drink another one, man, that might be bad news bears for everybody. Yeah, that's TOS. Just joined. What'd you get last game? Last game we had twins and I didn't even have to have the ghost hunt. Yeah. We're okay. We're fine. I think you got the sub goal. I'm not sure, dude. I'm going to double check though. The alerts have absolutely just taken a crap. So yeah, Necro, thank you for the 11 months. No, thank you, dude. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I agree, Flash. And yeah. It'd be like one of the first things we do on a following stream for sure. Oh, Courtney, thank you for the biddies, man. Alerts are spazzing. They're freaking out. It's really trying to keep up. It's doing its best. Hey, MGL, I see the image you sent me, man. That's looking good. I'm excited to see the rest of the map. They're getting there. It's trying. Just had my first Oswald a bit ago. Kept bursting. Oh my God. One of your dogs is afraid of the cat. The alerts are riding the struggle bus. God. Golly, man. It's literally playing catch up. It's still not caught up yet. What does the song do? Exclamation point song. Knight really wants you to eat that hot sauce. Oh man. It is not Wiener Wednesday. I can tell you that right now. Negative on the Wiener Wednesday. Side note, if you're in my Discord and you just so happen to get lucky enough to get a sub today, please make sure to remember to link your Twitch to Discord, because then you can get the Twitch channels and also get the role inside of Discord. Yeah. I don't know hot sauce. Oh, no, we're okay. It's I think it was just the chugging of the soda, I think was the problem. Chugging the soda was like, oh, that hit me. But yeah, we're fine. Bacon, soda, wiener, and hot sauce. Could be a whole meal. The Discord link is in chat, friend. We're not gonna make a day pot. No, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah. Ads, you're supposed to be playing. There we go. Now they're playing. I'm sorry. Ads were supposed to have already been playing. I don't know what's going on. Vocalate. What the fuck? Courtney, thank you so much for the subs. Vocaloid. Thank you for the 50, dude. God damn. For the golden too, which is crazy talk. Crazy talk. Need a handful of beans. We're almost out of beans. We're like, we have such little beans left. I need to order more for the misses. I do need to order more. Almost at the new record. We're fucking close. We're damn close. Twitch is gonna have an aneurysm. Yeah. Maggie, thank you for the biddies. Play, thank you for the biddies. It's still catching up. I have the tier 3 headgear now. Next is either the tier 3 flashlight or the crucie. Oh, you don't get the crucie till way later. The tier 3 flashlight you get before you even finish unlocking the tier 2. Like all the tier 2 stuff. Yeah. Like I'm kind of waiting for it. I just said Knight, thank you so much for the biddies. Knight, you lying sack of lies. Nico, thank you for the biddies. Ollie, welcome in, man. It's a little bit of chaos right now. I do appreciate the patience though. Lady, thank you for the bits. Goomber Keels, thank you for the 13 months. They just started for you? Yeah. It's freaking out. Twitch is losing its mind. That was Biddy's not so. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, well, excuse me. Your daughter's in the bath playing. I don't care if you're a demon, my daddy's a bigger demon. Wait, what? Saying, I don't care if you're a demon, my daddy's a bigger. What the hell? What has your child been watching? Rosilia, thank you for the biddies. Phoenix, thank you for the biddies. Anybody that gave 100 bits or gifted or any of that jazz, you do get the golden kappa once the train is over, by the way. It will. So as soon as the train is done, you will get it. You will get it immediately after. Knight, you lie! Where do I link my Twitch and Discord? If you go to the cog wheel at the bottom left of Discord and then go to connections, that's where you can do it. Absolute lies. Lies, slander, fabrication. Absolute lies. Night, dude. Insane. Thank you so much. Mark, thank you. I saw the message. I saw it pop up too. Yeah, I saw it too. Yeah. I think it was level 20 at like 59%, I think is the highest that we've ever had. Ever. Yeah. Another wheel. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we are now. Let's not play games anymore. We will continue this. We are going to continue this. I promise. What the hell's happening? Danger? I don't know. I just work here. What's the highest sub in one stream? Oh, that's hard to say because we've had the partnerversary stuff. That was probably the highest that we've ever had in one day. Probably. Mark, thank you guys so much, man. First to the hook. Thank you for the 5 subs, dude. Thank you. SGM, thank you for the biddies. I'm trying to keep up the best that I can. Trying the best that I can. Nocturne, thank you for the gifted. Soda, thank you for the biddies. Chef Boyar Bruh, thank you for the follow. That's a great name. Can you remember how much? I can't. I'd have to go back and look, man. I don't know. Chaotic, thank you so much. Matlock, thank you for the biddies. Mira, thank you for the biddies. Archmage. Miss Hightower, thank you for the biddies. Pixel, thank you so much for the 5. Honorable, Muted Murphy, thank you, friends. It's almost 3 a.m. for you. Shit. It is almost 9 o'clock here. So luckily we started early and we've already got 2 runs in. So on to professional next. I like that those play instantly though, because that's separate. That's separate. The blurps are separate. It's not a part of the same thing. Love it here. Love the community. You guys are amazing, man. Love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Seriously. Chaos. Are you getting to APOC tonight? Pfft. Gonna try. On a normal stream, when we start at 8:30, if I'm doing like on a normal all difficulty, I will normally get to APOC by the end of the night. So we already have 2 runs in, and it's like this is when we normally would be starting the games. So there's a good chance. There's a good chance that we'll be able to do it. Yeah. Remember the fart? Nobody remembers the fart. Whatever. Zero, thank you for the 10 gifted, dude. There's so much happening. I can't keep up. Thank you guys so much for all the bits. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shadow, thank you for the oh shit. Oh my god. That literally just beat it. This is the highest hype train that I have ever had. This is literally the highest hype train that I have ever had. It's like there's a part of me that knows that any joy that I have is going to be shattered knowing what I have to do. Seriously, thank you guys, man. By the way, Moo, thanks. Thank you. My ears, I'm so sorry, dude. I know it's overstimulating. If you have to silence the stream, I get it. I get it. It's still catching up. it's still trying, man. Do we beat it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Thank all of you guys. Thank you so much for all the subs and the bits. Thank you all for being here. No, thank you guys. Seriously. How long is the cat? Well, what is it saying right now? It's on Death Goddess right now on the bit. I don't even know how far back that is. It's got a minute. it's got a minute. No, thank you, Rose. Thank you guys, man. Listen, again, I appreciate your patience. If you guys are like ready to rock for gameplay, I know I appreciate the patience of letting the chaos happen. So thank you so much. Do we break the, no, it's just very, very delayed because it's letting all the alerts play. So it's trying to keep up and it's having a hard time. Yeah. Oh, we were playing Phas? Oh, what the hell? Oh, break. Thank you so much for the 10 subs, dude. Luca, hello. Well, I've got to update the newest hype train goal, I guess. Next goal, crash stream elements. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Twitch was broken the other day. Don't do that. System malfunction. Need the meme of the kid saying, oh no, oh no, it's broken. Listen, we're gonna have to listen. My stomach is gonna need to like. We're gonna have to be careful, SpongeBob. Here, we're gonna have to change it a bit. Hold on. Okay. Well, I might as well bring it back up because I just came back. Well, if you got gifted, please enjoy the gifted sub. Please enjoy. Hagog stream. Nobody say anything about a Hagog stream. Tell me which the hero cards do. The ghost abilities helps a lot. Now I can help my brother. Maybe sometimes I'll force my brother to watch the live streams and videos. I appreciate you. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Bottle of water, give yourself a reset. I've got some liquid death in there. Would that work? But it's Wednesday. Break, thank you again. My God. Steam Bun, thank you for the gifted to Rude. Cap, Kitty, thank you guys for the biddies. Queso, thank you for the subs. Callie, thank you. Might as well spin it again. Dude, if it's soda, I owe you. If it's soda, I can't. If it's soda, I can't. Not much better. Oh my God. Well, I guess we get a late night snack. Great. You mean you owe us 2? Shit. Oh my God. Is it caught up, dude? It's trying so hard. Renee, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome in. Kitty, thank you again. Pog and Cutie, Cute Kizzy, thank you guys. Don't say that. Don't say it. Oh, gifted merch. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yes, of course. Of course. Night. God damn it, Night. Oh. Well, 21.83%. Okay, I need to write this down real quick, please. Hold on. I need to write it down. Oh my God, it's trying. $21.83%, right? $21.83. Okay, I wrote it down. I'll get it. I'll get it. Correct. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 Just breathe. Everybody breathe, okay? Relax. Breathe. Hot sauce plus soda. Nope, already did the soda plus beans. Yeah, dude, I do gotta do. Oh my God. It's still catching up, by the way. It's still trying to. It's trying. Your poor stomach, that's fine. Just put the hot sauce on the beans. I don't even know how I want to do that. I mean, it's hard to know when that's going to happen. I have an old Triscuit in the corner. Just sauce the beans. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much, man. Seriously. It's not something you see like that super often. That's that kind of crazy. But just insanity. Insanity to see that. Thank you guys. Anybody that gifted at all, please, like, thank you guys so much. And if you did get gifted, please thank whoever was that gifted you. Chase it with hot sauce. I'm wondering if I should do hot sauce first and then eat the beans. Would that be the smart thing to do? Because if I do the hot sauce and then eat the beans, I'm not gonna be able to taste the beans because of the goddamn hot sauce. Probably same time. All right. Well, I need like a chip or something to do this with. Hold on. Defeats the purpose of the beans? Fine, I'll eat the beans first. I have two options here. I have two options. Option 1, last dab triple X. Option 2, last dab Apollo. Angus, thank you so much for the 3 months. Welcome back. Mr. Dad, thank you for the sub. Welcome in. Number 1 or number 2? While we're waiting, we'll do this. Apollo? Most people are saying Apollo. Okay. Pick number 3, my lord. I need a bent chip that can hold sauce. That'll do. I might need to go get milk. I've got the trash can. Yeah, we're good there. Get the milk first? Yeah, we'll do that. I'm a wimp when it comes to spicy stuff. I'll get the milk. I'm gonna get milk, and then we'll BRB. Poor Mrs. Flash. What do you mean, poor Mrs. Flash? What's that blurb? I don't have words. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, BRB. I'm gonna go get milk. Okay. We're good. We're good. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean. Flash returned with the milk. Yes, he did. Let's do the things. I got to be really careful not to touch anything. I got to make sure that it's just on the chip. Starting to worry. No. I was saying hi to the missus upstairs. Izzy's chilling upstairs watching a show. Yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands as soon as we're done, just to be safe. Now, I've learned my lesson in the past with these. A little goes a long way. Did you warn her about the bacon and spice? No. Yeah. A little goes a long way. No, she went to go. Is this gonna come out? She went to go pick up the boys. One of them was at dance and the other was, oh my God, I just had a jump scare. The chip that I was holding just snapped in my hand. I was about to pour hot sauce onto my desk. I'm just gonna do this on the desk. That scared the shit out of me. No, I was holding it like this and I accidentally squeezed my fingers. That was the problem. Nico, welcome in. Oh God. Nico, hello, how are you? Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. Do I have to shake this more? What the shit is going on? Hold on. Hold on. I might have to use the other one. Thank you, friends, for the follows. I appreciate you. Nico, I hope your games went well. If you played. If you did the Phasmos. If you did the Phasmos. The hot sauce melted the chip. Oh my God. How old is that hot sauce? Not very old. I have not had it for that long. I really haven't. Do. I didn't think it was that old. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm like extra careful not to get this on anything. Okay. 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 Groovy. What sauce are you using? I have a natural shake, by the way. It's I can't help it. It's just I've had it my whole life. There's nothing I can do. No plate or paper towel? Nope. Nope, we're just going for it. Yeah, oh God. Just treat the sauce like it's da bomb. Yeah, oh. No, I thought you said da bomb. I was like, da bomb is awful. Da bomb just tastes really bad. It just smells strong. I didn't mean to ASMR you. I'm sorry. We're fine. Wash hands. I will. I probably should do it now. I'll do it in a minute. I'll do it in a minute. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. If I convince myself it's not hot, we'll be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay. Should be safe. I can't hide. I can't hide when something's hot. I can't. My face gives it away immediately. I won't forget the merch. I won't forget it. Here, I'll do it now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Eve, thank you so much for the super chat. All right, let's go over here. It just doesn't stop, does it? Oh man. Oh man. Hold on. I gotta be careful. I can't lick my lips too much. Okay. This helps, by the way. Okay. Okay, we're good. What I miss? Oh man, nothing. You didn't miss anything. Oh my God, we have to get Coach to play at some point. Fuck, I can't type. Well, I'm glad I went to wash my hands anyway, because if I didn't and I went to type on my keyboard, that could cause some problems. Will, thank you for the biddies. Did I miss the merch? No, we're about to do it right now. We're about to do it right now. Oh man, you forget, like, I've been through it a couple times. You forget how hot it is until you do it again. I've done the ice cream thing before. Yeah, there's a video clip that plays every time I go into Chiba's stream where I'm pacing back and forth eating an entire carton of ice cream after doing the one chip. If you guys do exclamation point enter, you could win this. Not this specific one, but one just like it. It's great for holding milk when you're about to blow spice out your asshole. We want that one. No, this one's mine. It's lasted for so long. It comes with milk. Get it in the mail. It's just got leftover milk residue. Ugh. No, you do. Oh, man. I just forget. Every time I forget how long the heat lingers for. It lingers for such a long time. Withering Witch, let's go. Enjoy the merch, man. No, Matthew, I saw it. I saw it too. I saw it. Oh. Doc. Oh my God, man. Doc does it way more frequently than I do. He's a maniac. But he likes it, man. He likes that kind of stuff. Is Doc here? I don't know. He might be. Maybe. All right, shall we continue? I think he likes the pain. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think there's a part of him that really enjoys it. What would Doc do? Oh my God. Do you want me to send you a Carolina Reaper and Scott? Oh, don't do that. Listen, I don't drink very often. I don't drink very often at all. Beer very rarely. But like if my wife and I were to drink, and I were to get a drink, it would usually be like whiskey or bourbon. I feel like that would ruin it for me. Would you ever do merch with your signature, like a poster type thing? Probably not, because my signature is ass. Yeah, my penmanship is pretty terrible. I feel like that'd be a bad idea. Old fashioned? I like Manhattans. Yeah, I've liked that. I've liked Manhattans for a long time. Exclamation point enter. You guys could win a toe sticker. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh my God. My stomach is fine. It's here. It's all here. I'm at the age now where hot stuff doesn't agree with me anymore. I just have never, man. Manhattan's where it's at. I don't know. I just like it. I think the reason I got into them is because when I started wanting to like try different alcohols and stuff, I was like, dude, I want to be able to taste that it's like an alcoholic drink. I don't want it to taste like fruit punch. A Dr. Flash signature. Oh my God. How we doing besides all the mouth and sinuses? We're doing well, friend. Your face is very red. I can't help it. When I eat spice, dude, it's just, I turn into a tomato. You didn't touch your glasses with your hot? No. When I went to touch my glass, if I did touch it, I went like this. I did one of those guys. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, thank you though. Thank you for looking out. All right, are we ready to continue with Phasmo? We do play Phasmo from time to time. My best friend turns red when she drinks alcohol. See, I don't do that. I'm fine there. It's when I eat spicy things. Yeah. Rip your butthole? I'd rather not do that. Thank you. Your face and the lights are close to the same color. Purple? Or did someone just change it? All right, are we ready to go back inside now? Can I inquire what a toe sticker is? Yes. I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, hold on. I'll show you. So, if we go to the merch store, I will show you. So we have different things, hats, stickers, you name it. This is Toe. If you don't know who Toe is, if you go to Maple Lodge and you go into the first admin cabin right there in the front, this little guy is sitting on like right there on the computer. So we had art made of Toe. Also, he's up there. Break made him a physical version for me. Why are they named Toe? Long story short, whenever the Halloween event was happening, there was a little card, like the card there, that said Toe of Frog, which is what you needed to find this guy to put him into the cauldron. So I started calling him Toe. Yeah. So I've been calling him Toe ever since. Is that his big toe? You got to save Toe. It's just like, yeah, it's just like Josie's plate. You got to save him. Yeah. Okay, feeling better. I've eaten the hot one sprinkles before. I made the mistake of rubbing under one eye. Oh God, dude, you got to be so careful. You got to be careful. Looking a little bit better. Okay, let's go for it. All right, we are on to pro. Let's go. I mean, do you want to try some hot sauce? Okay. I need more beets. Some of those are mixed for weird. They're Izzy beets. You put her container in there, so it's like some are Starburst and others are like, I don't know what they are. Good luck. All right, let's stop the music. Rubbed one of my eyes after cutting onions before. Oh my God. Sleeping Peels, thank you for the follow. Trey, enjoy the sticker. Neo, thank you for the prime. Mormon Slays, thank you for the gifted. Oh, Faz, I didn't know you played that from time to time. Okay, well, now my mental capacity is at a low right now. So, yeah. Do I get a code? If it's for the merch, which if you do exclamation point redeem, you should be able to go into that. Thank you, Hero. If you click into that, it should show it to you. Anybody that wins merch that way, you click on that same redeem link and it should allow you to redeem it, and only you to redeem it. It's connected to your name. What age should I start playing Phas? I don't know. Whenever you feel like it. What age should I start? Well, to be on Twitch, you have to be the age of 13. So, I mean, 13 is fine. If that's what somebody is. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Susan Winter. Capture photo of EMF. 25% escape. So now we have to start being a little careful. Because on professional, the ghost can hunt you immediately. Which can be awfully dangerous. Which is why I kind of want to go in there with a smudge. Just to be safe. Now, I don't need a photo of the ghost, which is really nice. But it would be extra media and I would not be upset. So let's do the things in the stuff. Watch it for a hot minute, especially. I appreciate all the laughs and the good times. Oh, thank you, Lavender. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. Anywhere to hide in there? Just in case. You never know, man. So, worst comes to worst. We got a hiding spot right in the front. Satellite. All right. Look for power. It's in the basement. Ms. Lavender, thank you for the biddies. Thank you. Was that ambient? I think that was ambient. I think so. You awake? Oh yeah, we're awake. Oh yeah. Definitely awake. Hard to sleep through that. What am I looking for? I literally saw the summoning circle. So. Hi, Floyd. We're on a double search right now. I'm looking for the bone and the ghost. We'll grab that switch. Let's go to the basement. Are you coherent? That's a better question. I don't know. Courtney, thank you for the giveaway. If you guys do exclamation point enter, you could win yourself a pair of F them shoe socks. Let's go. So that light's from me. I haven't seen the bone yet, dude. We do have over here as well. Another one. Do we trust the hiding spot? I would trust that front one. Where the hell's the bone? Also, where's the ghost? Oh my god, I hate you. Found it. Jelly, enjoy the merge, friend. GG's. All right, well, we might need to start searching with our thermo because right now the ghost is not doing a damn thing. I didn't look into the kitchen. It's doing something somewhere. Let's bring in a crucifix and let's bring in this. Yeah. The current Willow house is super livable. I would live there. Oh, it's great. The layout's fantastic for sure. Yeah. Should you also use the video cam too? I could. Yeah, absolutely could. Right now, though, we're going to bring Smudge, this guy, and this guy. And now we're going to start looking this way. Also. Okay. Not quite 75. Ghost has performance anxiety? Yeah, I guess so. Got me, man. It is in the basement? Literally the last room I check. I hate you. I hate everything you stand for. Wow. I kind of want to keep a smudge on me the whole time. No ghost. We go home now. Again, sort of a better safe than sorry kind of situation. But let's go get some evidence to bring in there. We're going to get 3. It's on pro. Consumed about a pound of mashed potatoes. That sounds delicious. Give me that. Give me this. That. Go. Are you allowed to take sanity? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm allowed to do with whatever with whatever I have in the truck, I'm able to use. I am not stopped because of needing to get perfect games. Like, that's not going to stop me from being able to take sanity. All right. Smudge. Crucifix. Camera. Just a breeze down there. It's still spicy, by the way. Wow, aren't you an ass? Orbs. I couldn't record her because she was like on the other side of the wall. All right, we'll put that. Hey, you better chill out, home dog. Would I like more New Willow or old? New. New has so much more character. And Old Willow was my favorite map. I love New. Alright. Bitch. Just cut my breaker off. Well, you're not a djinn. I guess. Nah, it's fine. I was gonna say I could check the EMF at the breaker, but it's fine. What's up, Woos? How are you? Is New Willow your new feat? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the layout is still it's the layout of the map is, I think, the thing that I love the most. So the fact that the layout is still the same is the reason I still love it. That's got to be why. Oh, excuse what? What? Okay, we're gonna try to record from here again. Well, we got dots, and it's a crawler. Oh, not anymore. Oh, here she comes. Wait a minute. You're showing dot. Wait, no. You can't even be a Goryo. Why are you showing dots so much? Oh, was that? Oh, did I get it? There we go. Nice. Each room is really well done. That was quite possibly one of the longest dots I've ever seen as well. Oh well, we don't have to worry about writing. Is that even an option? Not a Thay. Okay. Not a Thay. Okay. We're at 80 sanity. Raiju could hunt early. Banshee is obviously possible. Let's, you know what? Better safe than sorry. Let's do that so I can get all 3 of these down there, and then we can check to see if we can get our third evidence. Should I try checking for the Banshee Scream? It's not worth it. It's, if I have a difficulty where I'm able to get all 3 evidence, I might as well go for the evidence because it's way more of a guarantee than the Banshee Scream. Is it a male ghost? No, we just saw the Patient 07 character model, so it's not a male. That door was shut again though, which is really strange. Where are you? Are you here? I just saw it. Give me this. You're walking around here a lot. I have a feeling I'll get this. Wait for it. That was one stippy stomp. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. No UV. So we're looking at EMF, freezing, or spirit box. Oh no. Don't you dare try to drain my sanity by shutting the door, you little prick. Ure possible? Oh, it's a Ure. Hip hip Ure. that a 4? What? What'd you just do? Avanti? Okay. Yeah, I have to go for perfect games. I don't have a choice. Yeah. Have to. If I don't get perfect games, we lose. Have they fixed this ghost? I think they did. I'm not even 100% that they did. I think so. I haven't really had a chance to test for it, so I don't know. All right, get that, get that. I'm gonna need the sound recorder. I could use the other crucifix, maybe. It must have been a single frame event. It had to be. Had to be. Jay, thank you for the biddies. Void, thank you for the 3 months. How are the ghosties? They're okay so far. Dude, am I shutting the door? I think the Ure is using its ability to shut the door, and I'm not close enough for me to lose my sanity when it does it. That's my guess as to what the hell is going on. All right, well, I can't get that. Quick video, please. Thank you. Sheesh. Instant. Here, do it again. Do it again. Don't forget the bone. We already got it. Bone's already been had. Yeah. I can get a photo of the EMF. Now I'm kind of focused up on media now that we have our ghosty locked in. Come on, dude. Did I leave the photo camera at the front? Nice. I think I left the photo camera at the front door. Actually, give me this. I have a feeling you're going to shut this door again. Do you use your kinetic powers? Kinetic game? Do I use my kinetic games powers with Doc? I plead the 5th. It's been shutting this door a lot. Okay. What? Wait, what? It was... I'm so confused. It was showing interaction on here, but then it didn't let me I don't know. A little glitchy. Maybe it was just too late. If I would have gotten it sooner, it probably would have worked. All right. So, I need a photo. Oh, videos were done, right? Yeah. Okay. Escape the ghost during the hunt, 25. So I needed one photo and... Dude, okay, my sanity's now trash. Again, better safe than sorry. Oh, damn. Banshee, no, it's a Ure. Wow. And it shut the power off. What an a-hole. She heard you needed a photo. Liv, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you for the gifted to Ravenous. Excuse me. Some ghosts are mean. They are pricks. It's okay. I mean, I do need it to escape. I'm not going to take sanity because if it eats the crucifix, then that's a free... Well, no, I don't need photos, do I? Shit. Oh, I just need the audio. Well, I could record the crucifix burning. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I just do that instead. Yeah, let's do that. Nice. I saw that. I need the 25 anyway. Yeah, I could like the circle to do that. Ghost is having a bad day. Ghost is a jerkhole. Oh, thanks, Marsh. Appreciate that, dude. Okay. Odds of us getting the crucifix here are very, very high. I just need the audio of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here and we're going to drain the shite out of our sanity. Like a dis. Sanity's tanked. Now it's going to eat the crucifix and I'm going to record it. Playing with fire? Well, you know. You better. Nope. Nope. Eat it. Eat it. No, no. I trust nothing. Look at my sanity. Look at my sanity. Come on. I have double smudge on me just in case. Hey, Matsuri, how are you? Shauna. Oh, hi, friend. The spice has calmed down a bit, so we're good now. Abstract, think of it as a 7-month prime. There we go. Groovy. Not groovy. Not groovy. Not groovy. Taking our time, I know. Taking her toys away. She gets 0 toys. None. All right. Not that way. Do this. Cool. So, let us see. No, the Yurei ability is not that it shuts the door without jiggling. The Yurei ability is it draining sanity from the player whenever it does the door slam. Of course you're crawling, you sicko. Now she's playing with cat toys. Makes me sick. That's perfect, Yuri. We out. Might as well light the last candle. Why would I do that and start a hunt right from there? You might as well light the last candle. How about no? There's Pro. Great entertainment while I recover from a hernia surgery. Oh, Jay, I hope you feel better. Epi, thank you for the follow, man. Perfection. That is a Yurei. How many times did it use its ability? 3 times. Shri. All right. That means we are on to Nightmare. Let's go. No, you need 80 sanity to light the whole circle. You need 80. Yeah, it's 16 sanity per candle to light it in its entirety, to light the whole thing. There's no blood moon. I can already see the sun. I can already see it. We do have ads coming up soon, which means I should probably go ahead and run them now. I do 3 minutes of ads every hour, and a lot of you should not have to deal with this problem. My tummy's okay. This is a great time for me to use the restroom though, because I do have to use the little boys' room. But 3 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and run the ads. As soon as the ads are finished, we are gonna go into the map. We're on Nightmare difficulty, by the way. Nightmare difficulty, but 3 minutes. It will be fast. The little flash room, that's correct. That is correct. All right, I shall return. I'll be quick. Oy, 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 oy. Odyssey, a plain office chair now. What do you mean? Everyone has the higher back gamer chairs. I used to. I used to. Yeah, the picture of that gaming chair right there, that was my chair. That was literally, I took a picture of my chair and just turned it into an emote. Yeah, I still have that chair. It's just now it's with the children's. They stole my gaming chairs. The toilets are fine. We didn't do that. That did not happen. After I washed my hands after doing the spicy though, the towel that I wiped my hands with, I threw it on the floor so that way I'd make sure that it didn't stay up there just in case some kids wiping their hands and they get spice on their hands. Yeah. That was a Secret Labs chair, the old one that I used to have. Yeah, it's upstairs now in the kids' rooms. Yeah. I have two Secret Labs chairs. One of them I was given by St. Jude, and then the other one I had for years, and then I upgraded to this and moved on. Yeah. All right. Ads are done. Welcome back. What's up, Willie? Thank you, man. Lone Wolf, thank you for the 5-month Prime. Thank you. How do you check to see your drop progress? Well, drops aren't happening anymore, friends. So if you didn't earn it, you didn't earn it. Yeah. But twitch.tv/drops should show you. Yeah. Anonymous, thank you for giving away one of the Nightmare Pocket shirts. If you guys do !enter. Only playing the game for a month now. Still can't pin down the Mimic yet, but I'll get there. Oh, the Mimic is such a fun ghost, dude. The Mimic is such a blast. I love it. It's my favorite ghost. It's my favorite ghosting. All right. Let us turn off the music. Let us get into some nightmares and pray. Let us pray. We have Keith Strafen. So we can automatically say this is not a banshee. This is not a dying. Motion sensor, parabolic, and 3 videos. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Let's do... How do I want to do this? Nightmares are jam. But again, careful SpongeBob, right? So if anything, what I could do is I could walk in with a smudge. I like the idea of the photo camera though, because if the ghost is going to do something immediately, then it's nice just to get it out of the way. Chaotic, enjoy this shirt. So hopefully we have some hiding that is very, very close. Hopefully. No music box. No circle this time. Power's upstairs. Was that to my right or my left? I heard that. It's literally in this room. Okay. Oh, I gave the switch to the cats. Okay, let's turn that on for now. Put that there. Put that there. We'll go get the rest of the stuff, but we might as well get as much evidence as we can. Oh. Watch stream later at 15 till I'm done with work. You're good, Callie. My cat loves his YouTube time. Well, that was the switch, though. That's a little different. All right, we want to put a crucifix in that room so that way we are protected. What up, Pickle? Watching YouTube videos. My husband and I love watching you play. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. You just play Willow after this? Listen, relax on the Willow stuff. Okay. Oh, I can't. Okay. That covers the room pretty well. Yeah? Yeah, it's pretty good. I dig. All right. Any orbicals? What? Was that dots? I think the ghostie just walked right over me. I think so. It looked like dots. And that was in-person dots, so we can say not a Goryo too. Daughters? It looked like it, right? What up, Z? Thank you so much for the raid, man. Welcome in. All right, let's watch from here for a sec. That's the good stuff. We'll see if Ghosty does anything. Hard to say. But it looked like that was right in my face. Because it's a male ghost, we know that the ghost can't crawl. So that's good. It happens so fast. I'm fairly certain it was Dots. There it is. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Well, we're not going to get him right now, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get our second piece of evidence. So Mimic is off the table because we've got the Doots. And Goryo's off the table because we saw it in person. Do a quick temp check. Not freezing yet. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Where are you? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Okay. Nothing right now. Let's go get more stuff. Thank you, Carrie. Gotta get some sleeps. I appreciate you, friend. Now I'm gonna bring these in there because I want to track this ghost and see where it's going. That way we know for sure. Can we cross off orbs too? No, since I'm on Nightmare, I can't cross anything off. It's doing something. Issa doing something. Do I already have the EMF float? I do. Okay. I'm gonna turn that off. Actually, you know what? Give me this. Give me you. Put you there. Might be able to get a dot photo out of this. Yeah, it's Nightmare. Yeah. Can Mimic or any ghost change ghost models? Well, the Obake can change its ghost model in the middle of a hunt. I see you, but the second I was going to take the photo, I know it was going to disappear. Do it again. Ghost writing. Oswong, Deltagast, Dio, Obambo, Thay. Can't be Dio because we don't have a spirit box. Okay. Noted. This is a Phantom can still do that. I'm pretty sure the Phantom would still be able to stalk me to the front door, but yeah, if we had a Phantom, right? Right, Ghost is over there right now. Can literally track it via the motion sensors. Maybe it's a Dale, maybe. Could be. I would love to get a quick dot photo though, that'd be nice. Why is it so fast? It's so fast because you haven't thrown objects yet. No, I still need to get the bone. I need to do all that stuff. Here, you know what? We're not going to worry about that. Let's go do the other things. Time to disrespect the surrounding. They have the rate of encountering a Delta ghost, really. They do. They purposefully actually made it higher. So you have a higher chance of getting the Delta gas more than you have any other ghost right now. It's on purpose. It's the way they used to do it with new ghosts, and they stopped it. I don't know why they stopped doing that, but they did. All right, put this guy there. We've got that one there. Do this here. Photo camera, smudge. Probably go find the bone here in a sec. Do you find it harder to get perfects on lower evidence runs? Oh, it literally is harder. Oh my. Oh yeah, it's harder because you don't have the evidence to capture. So it's inevitably going to be harder. I see you. Come on. Do the tings. Here, want me to go to the other room? Here, you shy? Oh, maybe not. Would like to get some free sounds out of it. That'd be nice. firelight, it making a random noise. Don't be shy, Ghosty. It threw something. How long is the higher chance? I'm not exactly sure how long. Great question. Well, excuse the F out of you. Oh. It's cold. Okay. Sister and I got the Delta gas yesterday. Professional. When it started the hunt, it was slow since we made sure to throw objects. In the middle of the hunt, it sped all the way up. Oh, weird. I wonder if it had line of sight. Well, no, it doesn't have line of sight. Oh, I don't know. If you have a clip of it, I would definitely send it in because that should not have a line, like any line of sight speed up. That's really weird. Ghost, would you just do it? Albert, hello, how are you? All right, just in case, let's do the thing. Just in case. It could be. We may have a Deltagast. We don't know. We're not sure. If we do, then sweet. We're gonna slow it down. Now, light switches and things also work for it. So other ways to slow it down? That. This. This. Oh, sorry, it's outside. That. This. All of that slows it down. All of it. All right, got all my stuff. Ooh. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ghost, would you please? Is it walking around in here anymore? Excuse you. Try to fart ball us. I wonder if Ghosty's changing rooms. I think it is. Let's see what happens now. It's walking around in here now. Oh, you son of a bitch. The second I don't have this on me. Oh. What a rude, crude dude. What an absolute jerk. I guess I don't need this, do I? I need this right now. Give me the photo camera. That guy. This guy. I've already got a talking sound. Yep. I don't need to hear about the Mango Man. Not right now. No Mango Mans. Oh, Ghosty. Got 2 photos. I need a bunch of videos. I have the smudge on me just in case. I guess I should move this, huh? Put that there. Now... Dude, I swear to God. Still need the bone. Yeah. There we go. Now do this one. Do this one. Do we have the item? No. Started calling it a dilly on. Oh, there you go. What's our difficulty? We're on Nightmare. Nightmare. Haley, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Dar, thank you for the sub. Oh, you are a hooker. No, 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 no. I tried to get it. It didn't let me get it. It popped the lights so fast. Oh my God. Another talking one. Really? This is the life we're gonna live? It is trolling us now. Let me record it, you sack of crap! God damn it. Ghost is being chatty? No, Ghost is being an a-hole. Take it. Object, fire, motion. Wait a minute. Do I already have the interaction? Nope. Perfect. You don't let me record you, I swear to God. Thank you. All right. Let's see what we have here. One more video. One more audio. I need 3 more photos. So I'm going to, just to be safe, we're going to go take a sanity and then we're going to go find the bone and then we're going to make stuff happen. Oh, the cursed possession too. I think the ghost is making your sanity go down in real life too. Listen, we're tiptoeing around a lot of stuff right now. Okay. Oh, let's see. I do need the parabolic, so we might as well bring that in there. Yep. We can get the video of the salt. Yeah, it's a lot easier, honestly. It's a lot easier to worry about one media at a time, but if you can be efficient with it, you can... I don't... No, thank you. Nice. Why tier 1 sound sensor? I just haven't upgraded it yet. That's all. Alright, so videos are done. Audio-wise, I've got fire extinguisher and talking. If I get something other than talking, then we'll be in good shape. Try to give me an apple or try to give me a cat toy. Yeah, it literally threw a cat toy at me. Gotta go to bed. Good night, Marcy. Have a good one. That should count. With the ghost is a cat. Okay, I guess that's still happening sometimes. Goody, goody. 3 photos. All right. So, cursed possession, bone, and something. Cursed possession, bone, and a thing. We have a double smudge on us. I could go for dot photo, or we take this toy. Because that's a freebie. Make the ghost hunt. I either get the ghost photo or the crucifix. Either or. Currently looking for the bone. We have not seen our bone in the travels, have we? What is the ghost? Oh, we don't know. We're actually not sure right now. What cursed? It's the monkey paw. No, thank you. Is it here in the front somewhere? Can it be in the pantry? It shouldn't be in the pantry. Shouldn't. I say shouldn't because I don't know for certain if it would never spawn there. Is it over here in the shower or something? Bro, what the fuck? I don't know. Riri, thank you for watching the content, friend. Thank you. We walked through the kitchen. Did I not look in here thoroughly enough? I guess I was about to say, oh my god, it's right there. Okay, we found it. Check the art room better? Yeah. Good deal. All right, now we don't know what it is. Oswald, Deltagast, Obambo Thay. We're not even sure what the ghost is yet. Okay, well, I might as well get this last photo and get it over with. So whenever I see like this, it must be a cat. I wish to see the ghost. I wish to see the ghost. Better odds doing this and forcing the crucifix bite and getting this rather than worrying about the ghost photo. If you don't need the ghost photo, which we don't. So take advantage of that while we have it. Now, I have a second crucifix. What the hell did I do with it? Didn't I bring it inside? You ate it, you son of a bitch. Did it spawn back in the truck? I swore I thought I put it over there. I guess I could check just to be sure. I know I put both of them inside of there. Yeah, it's still, yeah, it's in there somewhere. Oh, when in Rome. Use the flashlight to see it better. Yeah, I could. Have you checked your bone? Skeet up, butt up. Let's see. I wonder if I had it near the door, and then when the door shut, it slid the crucifix like underneath something or around something. You know what I mean? It's right there. You mean the one that's already been eaten? Not that one. The other one. I'm telling you, it's obviously in here somewhere. Cat tree? Over there? I swear, I put one here, and then I put the other one in here, like there. Hello. How do you do? I saw it over there. You saw it. Oh, you saw it over here. In the doorway in the middle of the couch. Yeah, and I'm wondering if, like I said, I wonder if the door like threw it somewhere. That's why I'm like trying to look under stuff. Is it in the couch cushions? I don't think so. Wait a minute, I have an idea. What if it's underneath? What if it's underneath those? Hold on. Hold on. You moved the one from the sofa? Yeah, because I couldn't find the one in the kitchen. Oh, but... Okay, I do not see it there. Give me more cameras. Kitchen rug? You think so? Let's go look. Let's go look. Mr. Chinggis, I'm losing my stuff. Can't find it. Oh, the ghost is getting all pissy. I wonder if it's like under the rug. You know? Like, because didn't I put it like here? I swear. I swear I put it here. I swear. If you crouch while using the van monitor, the glare from the light should disappear. Oh, I didn't really think of doing that. Crouching in the van and then, crouching in the van and then clicking on the monitor. I never really thought about that. Just putting a bunch of stuff on the ground right now. Like, I almost want and wish to trap the ghost so it maybe uses the crucifix. And then I can see where it is, like where it was. Because now I'm just curious where it was. I swear I put it here. I swear. It's not in my hand, is it? Okay, good. That'd be silly. Unholy, thank you for the year. I don't remember the rug being there when you placed it, though. Don't say that. Losing my mind, man. To your left under the sensor? Like that's where you think I placed it? We're falling apart. I'm falling apart. We're on the search for a missing crucifix. Now it'll stand out. Like if we see it, it'll stand out. All right. Let me get this noise. Oh, what are you doing over here, dude? Get out of this room. I did check my pockets. I cycled my inventory. It's not there. Late. You can't be a stalker. Why does it feel like you're stalking me? Extra crucifix. Okay, we're gonna walk outside for a second, okay? If the crucifix is here, he'll burn it. Just check your back pockets. Look, that's all I got. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. All right. Ghost wants some of the hot sauce. He can have it. Dude, we are on the search for a missing crucifix. Like, if I go back and look, I'm telling you, I placed it here or here. Get a new one. Oh, okay. I'll go get one of the new crucifixes out of the truck that I can't have. Gotta do the 4 tap. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. There's one on the table. Is this a Dale? Is this a Dale? It tried to hunt and we didn't throw stuff. I think it's a Dale. No idea where the crucifix is though. No clue. I am fairly certain this is a Dale. Slow down. We know where it isn't. Okay. Well, to be safe about it, what we can do... Oh, that's right. You're a bitch and I hate you. Sorry. Is we can do this. That should slow it down significantly, and then we could even throw even more if we wanted to. Just more stuff. Can't pick that up. I can pick this up, though. All right. One of two things is going to happen. Either A, it is going to eat the crucifix, and we'll figure out where the hell it is. Or B, it will just hunt, and then this should be really, really slow. You saw that. Okay. See? It's under the floor. I told you. Now, the real question is, can I... God. I'm going downstairs. I'm going to the basement. Where's that? That's like over there. Where is that? It's like over there, over there. I can't even see that far. I thought maybe I could see it through the floor or something stupid. Maybe you shouldn't have put it there. Oh, okay, well maybe you should shut up. I'm trying to see if... Is there anywhere here? Like, I was able to place it here. I want to... Okay, we're going to wait here. The door might have pushed it. I guess. This is silly. This is so dumb. I would like to be looking at this spot, though, when the cruci burns. If it burns again. At least it worked. Well, at least we know where it is now. It's a new feature. Just eat the crucifix again. Pull up the camera. I could try. Just to see what happens. Well... Never mind, he's playing the Switch. Hi, Dale. You cruci stuffing jerk. We got a Dale, woo! Yeah, we'll get the photo camera out. I stole his games. He knows better. Shut up. Yeah, it's gone into the abyss. It's forever gone unless I can spam and pick it up or something. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. It's gone. Well, that was fun. Grand old time. Oh, Dale, you're such a Dale. All right, got the bone, got the videos, got the audios. We've got the ghosty. We're out of here. I went downstairs. We couldn't see it. The downstairs doesn't go over far enough for you to see where that would be. It's like right on the other side of the wall. Wow. See, y'all sitting there thinking I've lost my mind. Y'all thinking it was a me problem. Negative.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Thank you. Oh my God. Oh, that was a blast. Had a grand old time. All right. We move to insanity. Let's go.
We've arrived. Check the equipment.
What up, Shadow? Welcome in.
Before investigating.
Going to get some food. I'll catch you later. See you, Shadow. Have a good one.
The intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one.
Do you have to displace items after every hunt? After every attempted hunt? You have to, yeah. Am I good at this game? Nah, I'm okay. After every single hunt, after every single attempted hunt with the Delta Gas, you have to move items if you want it to be slow again. So if it eats a crucifix, you have to do it again. Yeah. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Love the vids. Thanks, Tiff. Dale performed a magic trick. I kind of want to go back and see if I can figure out when the crucifix got lost. If it was right when I placed it or after the doors got slammed or something. Yeah. So we got to be careful, I guess. Thank you for the follows, friends. Hi, Mr. Rafa. All right. Normal rain, Luke Moore. Not a Banshee, not a Dian. 25% repellent sound recorder. Now our sanity does start at 75 on insanity. So we have to be a little careful, SpongeBob. Little careful, SpongeBob. Go in with this, one of those, one of these, and let's bring a video camera. Let's do that. We're gonna try this. We'll see what happens. Hi, Ryder. Hello. Watch you out, work. Let's. Oh, thanks, man. Am I okay with playing alone? Yep. All right. In we go. Now, there's going to be no cursed object this time. Break her upstairs. Hey, yo. Might get lucky and Ghosty might make some sounds. We will see. Salty, what's up? Do the shirts run big? They run pretty true to size. Bitch, it's not a gen. I wear an extra large and it fits me perfectly. What do I like about playing alone? I like challenging myself and being able to talk to stream and talk to everyone here about the things that are going on. When I'm playing with others, I can't really describe what's happening. Do I have a dog? Why? The challenge right now is the all difficulty challenge. So I'm going from amateur to APOC 3. Or trying to. See how far we can get. I'm just kind of waiting to see if Ghosty makes any sounds. Because if it hunts on top of me, we'll be pretty safe. Give a cat. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for answering the first question. Why? You can do it. Oh, we can try to do it at least. I've heard nothing from the ghost. Good evening, Doc. Was there a Mr. Dockerton there? They must. Oh, they're about to ask me what street I grew up on, aren't they? Dude, are you? Is this a Hantu? What the hell? Sneaky Fox. What the? Mr. Dockerton. Hello, sir. Doc, where's the ghost? It's cut my breaker twice and it hasn't done a damn thing. Oh my God, that made me turn to my left. My God. He started that in my left ear, so I immediately looked to my left. Oh my God. Wrong time to do that? No, it's fine. No ghost? Have you checked your butt? I have not. I haven't. Ooh, looky, I got hooky. Oh, you suck a butt, dude. Come on. Oh, I hate you. I had it. I tried to record it. All right, well, we found it. Nice. At least now we know where it is. Skeet up, butt up. Now, what we're going to do as well, I'm going to throw a crucifix at the front door just in case. Because you never know. My daughter and I got our first blood moon the other night. It was interesting. Oh, man, Doc loves him. He absolutely loves him. It's like a favorite of his. If he could choose one thing, I think blood moon would be his number one. Right, Doc? That's you feel that way, right? How you know the difference between an event and a man? Dude, is this a Hantu? Hold on. Ultraviolet orbs are freezing. Hold on, please. Ultraviolet orbs are freezing. Okay, we're gonna take these down there and see what happens. Doc does love him some blood moons. So the differences between hunts and events, if you're very uncertain, the first thing is it depends on what difficulty you're playing on. Like how you can really determine the difference. Because if you're playing on pro or lower, then you have a decent grace period where the ghost will, when it starts a hunt, will shut the front door. You will hear the sounds happening from the ghost for about 2 or 3 seconds. And then the ghost will actually start to show up and move. So that grace period is a safeguard basically for you to get away. Now on an event, the ghost will show up immediately no matter what. Immediately. Won't it have to be freezing? If it's a Hantu, yes. If it's a Hantu. It keeps cutting our breaker. But if the ghost doesn't show up in physical form, so if the ghost shows up as translucent, shadow, or any of that stuff, that's not a hunt. Now this one, we're going to place here to cover our tush, just in case it tries to get us at the bottom of the stairs. Okay, nothing there. Check for freezing. Not yet, but it feels like it might get there. Is the sprint limit new? No. Sprint limit has been in there ever since they added sprinting. Yeah, your stamina is only so long. There used to be a point in the game where there was no sprinting. That was a thing. Give me this and this. Okay. Now in Sanity, I'm only going to get one piece of evidence. So if it's a Hantu, I really should only get freezing. Mother, father. That's our Doc. You ever thought about doing the all difficulty with Doc or oh, stop him. Not really. You want to be freezing so badly, don't you? Oh, that's right. You burst the lights because you suck. And I hate you. All right, now walk. What the hell? Holy shit balls. Should I get both of those? Motion sense, translucent. What? Still no freezing. It might be though. I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing a perfect game on every difficulty. We're trying to. Freezing temps is... It can be tough because it can take a long time. It just depends. Yeah, thank you for the follows, guys. Appreciate you. But maybe it's not a Hantu. Maybe this is just a ghost that wants to, you know, do stuff. Talking Flash, great Dio. Thank you, Knight. You can see the crucifix clip into the ground on the stream. Really? We just didn't notice it. Wow. Very interesting. Okay, I'll go back and look at it. I'll make sure to clip it, or if somebody did clip it, I'll take it and submit it as a bug. That's some bullshit. Let's be smart about this. Let's leave our EMF here for now. Bring our smudge. What's up, gamer? I'm doing well, friend. How are you? Someone did clip it? Okay, thank you. I will be sure to check it out. Where are you? You son of a bitch. Where are you? Are you here? They might eat that crucifix soon. I bet my sanity is trash. Big shocker there. Big shocker there. At least we can see where it is. Give me this, give me this. Try to floor it down there. I would love to get the one piece of evidence. That'd be really nice. Speaking of getting only the one piece of evidence. Hey, can you walk in the stall real quick before I die? Thanks. You shitbag. Got it. I'm taking it with me. I'm taking it with me. We want to hear the hunt. If it's going to try to hunt me, we might as well listen to it. Okay. So now we have no crucifixes down there. What does the headgear do? So the tier 2 gives you an extra light. Tier 1 is a camera. Tier 3 is night vision. I need this. I need this. I need this. Give. Now we have EMF 5, which means that it's not a Hantu. EMF 5 also means that it's not a Goryo because of forced evidence. It's not an Obake. The ghost name? Who are you? Luke Moore. It walked in salt. It's not a wraith. It tried to hunt with us in the room, I believe. I could be wrong about that. Galu. I think Galu test was a little rough. Oh yeah, Jin. Yeah. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get this in there, get that in there, that in there. I'm gonna go get a parabolic microphone. Galu's tough, man. It walked through the salt quickly. Oh yeah, not an Oni. Oh yeah. It walked through the salt really fast. So that's a tough sell. Does the spirit box still work with equipment in the room activated? The spirit box works fine. It's the spirit box does, you're not going to get it if the room lights are on. It has nothing to do with the equipment you bring in. Give me that. We're just laying, you know, getting a lay of the land here. Lay of the land. Devil smudge. That way when it goes to hunt, we know what's going on. Yes, it was an EMF 5 for sure. I thought it was when the cruci burned. Either way, EMF 5 is an EMF 5. It doesn't matter when it happens. EMF 5 is a 25% chance of any of the other EMFs being an EMF 5. If it's an EMF 5 ghost. whisper. But really what we want is I want this to be able to... oh, I didn't even need it. I want this to be able to hear the speed of the ghost from a distance. Hey, Honorable, the games are going well. This one's a little bit slower. Just trying to figure out what ghost he's got to offer. Would you shut up? Now, there's no crucifix downstairs, so it should be trying. Trigger the... oh, yeah, you're right. The protective equipment. That's right. Usually whenever I'm going for the Gallo test, I just do salt. Like, I haven't gotten to the point where it even tries to eat a crucifix. So, yeah, that's probably right. Very true. That would take that off the table. Any day. Make sure that's off. That's fast. Is this twins? It's not a spirit. It's not fast enough for a Raiju. It's not a Myling. It's either a Dale-to-Gast or twins. It's one of the two. What is the forced evidence? There is no forced evidence for either of them. Nope. So, the way we're going to really tell this is by doing this. We're going to start disrespecting our surroundings. And throw a bunch of shit. If it's a normal speed ghost or a fast ghost, we know it's twins. Give. Thinking twins. I am too, but we'll see. I didn't even count. I'm just throwing everything I can. Every item I see, we're throwing it. You only need to throw 26 items for the Dale-to-Gast to be slow. That's twins. Yeah. That ghost would not be that fast. No shot. Oh, you booger. That's weird. Watching us? What a weirdo. This, give me that. Give me this. I might, you know, I'm gonna wait for the next hunt. Ew, we have a stalker. Watching us. What a creep. Once it does the next hunt, we'll smudge it. That'll buy us some time to get down there, put the crucifix down and all that stuff. Sissy, good morning, friend. Did he buy you dinner first? No, he didn't even give me any Mackie Donalds. Nothing. How do you memorize different ghost speeds during hunts? It's easy for things to line of sight, Revy. It's just experience. The more you play, the more you learn. I mean, any game you play, anything you do, the more you do it, the more you're going to learn or remember. I whisper the same thing to myself when I watch Flash's stream. Lights off, thunderstorm out. What? Oh my. Well then. Just waiting for it to hunt again. Waiting for it to hunt. played Silent Hill. It's been ages. I don't even think I ever played it fully through. I like tried it way back in the day. What'd I just record? That wasn't hunting ghost, right? What did I just record? Oh, that what? Wow. That was so far away. Jesus. I wonder if I was able to do that because it's the twins. Weird. Shut up. Hey, Ghostfish, thank you for the 7 months. Welcome back. Give me, oh, can't even, okay, no, give me that. That long mouth recording, oh my God. Question is it still in here? Or is it moved out into the main? It's moved. 7? Yeah, okay, I think it's here. This. Put this, like, there. Probably close enough. What's up, Rag? How are you? It's a little worrying that I don't see them going off. Really? It started from upstairs? Excuse me? It sounded like it was on the other side. This game's stupid. I'm uninstalling. This game's dumb. I hate this game. Absolutely stupid. The old sneak attack. Didn't even get to APOC. Restart time? Yep. Yeah, it's a restart. Gosh dang it. All right, that was attempt 1. That's attempt 1, all right? I got blindsided by a stupid set of twins. Gosh dang it. Darn it. That's all right. Better luck next time. That's all right. We'll do this again for sure. Yeah. I definitely don't have time to run it again. No way. No way. You said you'd spin the wheel. Ah. You shut up. You shut your lips. God damn it. Man, Doc. Fix it. What an absolute dirtbag. I can't, it sounded like it was on the other side. It did not sound like, oh, it's on another floor. It sounded like, oh, it's in front of me. Now, listen, I swear to God, if I hear something that's like, oh, there's a thing on Willow right now where the ghost is starting in the basement, but appearing upstairs. Doc is no dirtbag. I didn't call Doc a dirtbag. I would never say that about that beautiful man. Oh, shit. What, excuse me? I've been dying way more since the update. Either they upped the game, or I'm just getting progressively older and slower. You're a Thay, oh no. Doc, you're not the problem. It's not you. It's not you, it's me. Okay, that's good. I'll take it. I'll take it. That is a gifted game. All right. You may have gotten twinned, maybe it interacted with something upstairs, but the twins, it's on the same floor. So in between us moving the crucifix, it moved from that back room to the main room to then, or it just decided to roam upstairs randomly. And that roam, it started hunting at the end of that roam. And that's why it was where it was. Pure Amulet, welcome in. That's a reminder. The wheel could sometimes be a paid actor. No. Excuses, I know. Listen, it's all on me. It's all on me. Okay. Okay. All right. Give me a second. I'll open up I'll open up lock tools so that way we can give this away. All right, there we go. If you do win, I am going to be messaging you on Twitch. I'll be sending you a whisper, by the way. Just a heads up. All right, let's give this a whirl. Does twins have to be on the same floor? So the best way to look at the twins is that the twins is one ghost. You need to think of it like there's one ghost that has two interaction ranges. So you have one interaction range that's 3 meters and another interaction range that's 16 meters, but it's one ghost. So it is not two ghosts. It's just that depending on which side, where it hunts from, it's either slow or fast. Yeah. Banana, thank you for the super chat, man. How's the stream going? It was going great. It was going great. And then I got blindsided by a twin that decided to roam upstairs, and it really fooled me. It fooled me. All right. If you guys type !free, you guys are entered to win a free Steam game. It is a random Steam game, but this one looks like it's worth about almost 40 bucks. So that's cool. I'll give you guys 60 seconds to do so. And then after the 60, I will spin it to win it. And then I'll whisper whoever it is. I found my battery charger. It was still my PAX East bag. Oh my God. You haven't unpacked your PAX East bag? Ay, ay, ay. Ads aren't even playing right now. Nope. Ads don't start for another minute and a half, and I'm going to snooze them so that way they don't happen until after. Damn. When I get back from a trip, within a couple of days, I have to wait, please. For what? There's no ads playing. What am I waiting for? If I win, can I trade for a blue? No, absolutely not. You're welcome to give the game away to somebody else. All right, 10 seconds. Never judge Chinggis. He knows I'm going to judge him. But he knows that it's nothing but love. He knows. Bruh. Yeah, bruh, indeed. Yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, if you win, I'm going to be whispering you on Twitch. What, now that you failed? I mean, there's only so much time now. Yeah, I can't do it. We have like an hour. This website's so messed up now. My God. Noko! GG's. GG's, friend. GG's. I will be sending you a Twitch whisper with all the infos, friend. I'm going to send it right now. All right. You are getting Sea of Stars, the Sunset Edition. All right. Give me this. Give the Steam code. If you don't have Steam, you're welcome to give this to anybody you know. Or someone, whoever. It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you. But there you go, friend. GG's. GG's. One day, sir, you will enjoy that wonderful. Listen, outside of doing Last Dab hot sauce and all the other things, we've dodged the blue cheese. Did you know Doc just cursed you about the blood moon? Wait, what did he say? What did he say? She's thank you for the follow. Celia Rat, welcome in. Seeing the name roll by is both satisfying and disappointing. That's a great and sad day. Yep, many things. All right, I'm gonna run ads. I do 3 minutes every hour. After that, we're not done yet. We're still gonna keep going, but we might just do like some normal games, maybe some no evidence or something like that. Not enough time to do all difficulty. I might make that into a video. I don't know, like, and say like I don't know, and then like whenever we try again, I'll literally call it attempt number 2. Hard to say, but all right, 3 minutes, friends. After the ads, we'll be right back. I'm completely innocent, almost. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I need to look back at Doc's chat history. Hold on. Hold on. What did he say? Oh no. I'm not going to out you on stream, Doc, but I will look at it. What did he say? I blood moon next. Did you do exclamation point blood moon next round, Doc? The ghost cheated, sir. That's the title. Yeah. No, you've got to leave some room for wonder. You got to leave some room for wonder. So it's got to be, you know, all like, can we beat the all diff? I don't know. We'll see. Do I think Funnel Runners will come to console? I think there's a high chance that it will. Mod view. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can see all the nasty messages you've sent me, all the disgusting things you've said. It's all right there. I can see all of it. Every time I've played with Flash, he's been okay playing alone. God. Anyway. Doc, I warn everybody that there's a possibility that that we might be doing the thing tomorrow. If I can. Are you going to end up becoming a content creator for Funnel Runners? Oh, I don't know. That's up to them. Gasp. I haven't checked out anyone playing Funnel Runners yet. That's like a storm chasing. It's not a storm chasing game. It's a storm running away from game. Yeah, it's a bit of the opposite. So you're trying to fix up a vehicle and not get killed by tornadoes and storms, acid rain and hail and fire. Yeah, and never forget the oil. That's right. Good night, Callie. Yeah, and oil. Yeah. Like the thumbnail in today's video posted last Funnel Runners game. Classic Cheebs. Chiba standing at the doors. Oh my god, that moment is one of my favorite moments in Funnel Runners that I've had yet. There's no way you can plan it. The fact that 2 people came running into the truck, we're sitting there staring at this tornado coming to the vehicle, and then Chiba's just standing out there with a thing of oil. Oh my god. It was so good. Comets fan, I think you're absolutely correct. I bet Doc is jealous about how beautiful we are. Thank you so much for the bits. The suck zone wants the suck zone wants. That's a t-shirt. Man, that's a t-shirt. Do you have plans to do solo Nightmare Funnel Runners? Yeah. Yeah. Did I do solo Nightmare before? I don't think I did. Did I do hard mode, but I did not have Nightmare unlocked yet? Storm hit on Monday, supposed to hit Saturday, would have been about 20 miles. Oh my god. I was not high enough level yet. Ah, that's right. Okay. Night, thank you for the biddies. Doc, we still love you, friend. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely do a solo Nightmare run for sure. My friend group wants to play it. We play Phas, but the 4-player limit has always blocked us. Yeah, 8 players. You can play Funnel Runners with 8 people. And we did it. Yeah. Time to hit the old Dusty Trail. Thank you, everybody, contributing to the awesome night. Ernie, good sir. Good night. Oh, good night, Mr. 420. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Thank you. Anybody that's new here, if you're not in the Discord already, the Discord link is in chat. Just as a heads up. Oh, pure chaos. There was a good spell of time that was anarchy. Yeah. Took out 12 miles worth of houses and whatnot. Jeez. That is crazy. More people you have on Funnel Runners, the less gets done. It's because they add so, like, the more people you have, it scales. I almost think that it is more difficult with more people than it is with less. Because the amount of stuff you have to do as a solo player is way less. But when you have more people, I don't know, man, it feels so much harder. So much harder. But it makes it fun, right? You don't want to get through the games quickly. I don't even mind if we lose. Like, you saw what happened in my video today that I posted. Like, we lost, but it was so funny. Spicy Peaches, hello. I was playing with Carrie yesterday and kept dying. She would have been better off solo, but it's still fun. It's hard either way because you can't find you can't find the one item you need. That's the problem. How are you and the family? We're good. We're doing really well. Kiddos are busy. The missus is busy. Tomorrow's another busy day. Got a lot of stuff going on. Josie's finally going back to the groomers. She's barely able to see at this point with the fur covering her eyes. Heaven forbid you get tires and need 3 things to fix it. Yeah, you're done. You're absolutely done. John Clay, what's up, man? I'm trying to think. I might call it, dude. I'm freaking tired. I still can't get the image of Chinggis getting yeeted. Had to groom my dog. She had a little friend on. Oh my God. A little friend on her. Yeah, ours. Oh, wait. What kind of little friend? Like a tick? Oh, chaotic. Oh, I'm glad you found it though. One more. Let's do one for the road. Let's do one random for the road. Let's do that. I say we do that. Let's do one random for the road. Funnel runners? Where? They're talking about you getting yeeted, Mr. Chinggis. Watch you get prison? No. Save restricted. It's fine. Has it been nice to you? Random? It's been okay. Random hasn't been too bad. Please get a high school. Hey, F you. I was ready to boot up all Mr. Chinggis. No, we will definitely, we're going to be doing some more funnel runners soon. Of course we are. All right, so it looks like we have the female wing. Okay. Man, it's just eerily quiet. It's very eerily quiet. Wife nearly threw up with the little suck. Oh my God. It's so quiet. There's zero sound. Hey, power. Hear my hair growing. Oh my God. All right, up there. Are you here? I think you are. Hold on. I think the ghostie is literally right in the front. How do I get this in my game? How do you get what in your game? It's Sunny Meadows restricted. So ghostie, the closest spot to ghostie is here. It is creepy. Sunny Meadows is a wonderful map. I love it. I'm almost certain that I heard it throw something in here. Could be wrong. Actually, wait, let me check temps. Just threw something else. There we go. Define wonderful, like terrifying wonderful, or would you stay there wonderful? I mean, I don't know. I guess depending on, what state the building's in, maybe both. Yeah, I don't know. I did get got by the twins. I did. It tricked me good, man. I wouldn't have, like, obviously, if I would have known where it was, I wouldn't have been killed. But I swear it sounded like it was on the same floor as me. That effed me up. I have a date with my bed. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you so much, Juju. If you're not on tomorrow night, have a safe trip. Thank you so much. Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Nothing. Writing. Yeah, so it is possible that tonight's stream is the last stream for the month, and then I'll stream again on Sunday. But there's a possibility that I might stream tomorrow. Maybe. Tis a maybe. All right, let's bring this and this. I've got a little bit of everything in there. Not forever. For the month, you goof. For the month, you goofball. Yeah, we're going to go visit a family friend. We're going to go visit a family friend this weekend. But I'll be back on Sunday. Oh, that was almost really bad. Oh, you sneaky shit. Pro tip, do not put cameras right behind doors. I almost screwed myself over. If you were to stream tomorrow, would it be the usual time or earlier in the day? Oh, it would be at night for sure. Like normal time. It traumatized you? What, being stuck? Ghosty? Thanks. Went out for the night. See ya, TL. Have a good one. Jesus. All right, 4.7. I don't know what it's hiding from us. Yeah, this is Nightmare. I have writing, but I haven't got my second yet. What's up, Bounty? Those are the ghosties. We've been checking for literally everything. I could try Spirit Box again, though. This, give me that, give me this. Track its walking and see where it's headed. Owner Jams. Oh, I don't know where that is. It's probably all the way at the end of the hall. Let's put this here. And does that cover the wall? It does now. Okay, so if I put this there, that should be good. And then we'll put this one over here. Like that. That should be good. Good coverage. Wait for it to talk. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Very close to freezing, though. Lazy demon? Got me, man. Whatever it is, whatever the second piece of evidence is, it ain't giving it. I did move it to Nightmare, right? Wait a minute. No, Goryo's off the table. I think I did. Right? I did. Okay, thank you. Jesus. Deltagast, Myling, Shader, Spirit. Well, you're not a shade. This is either a Deltagast, a Myling, or a Spirit. If I start playing the Chuckery game, I don't know if I remember there being like a lot of dust like this over here. Interesting. And all the interesting. Okay. There's stuff to throw inside of the... There's stuff to throw inside of the chapel. I could go do that. That's a Spirit or Myling. I need to remove the crucifixes, though. Each object counts for one throw. Correct. Each object counts for one. So every unique object. Put that over there. There's the other. Put that over there. The cursed possession is the Ouija board. So we can make it hunt really easily. Go to bed. Good night, Maxwell. If you smudge into the ghost while not hunting, will it do the 3-minute timer for it to... Correct, but what makes that dangerous to do is if you're trying to start a timer and the ghost sanity is not low enough to initiate a hunt, then the timer could be worthless. So that's why I usually wait until I know the ghost is trying to hunt me when I smudge. Like, even I might not smudge during a hunt, but I want to make sure that my sanity threshold is low enough where it will try to hunt me. I'm very well aware that I have EMF 5. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you. Is it true there's a new ghost type? There is, depending on the last time you played. Yeah. All right. Start chucking stuff. Just in case. I could go get a flashlight too so we could do a Myling test. But really, I don't even think we need a flashlight. I think we'll be fine. Haven't played like a month. Yeah, the update that they put out is really nice. It's fixed a lot of stuff. It fixed a lot of stuff. I would highly recommend trying it out. As for another hostage, what the hell? What the hell? How old are you? 72, you old ass. Hide and seek. Hide and seek. Animation's better? Yeah, and they removed it for a lot of stuff too. Yeah. Well, well, well. Guess what the cat puked up? Over here, ma'am. Respect your elders. I don't even know if I brought a photo camera in here. Myling because of the singing? Roger that. Why is it a Deltagast? Because of the speed that it is right now. You know how slow the ghost is? And how far away it is from me? That's slower than a slow Revenant. That's like a Dio speed when the Dio has just gotten like right up to your face. The way that you test for the Deltagast is in between hunts, so not during, you need to move 26 unique objects from where they currently are. So picking up an object and literally throwing it down to the right is, or just picking it up and throwing it back down is moving an object. Now, it can also include turning sinks on, flipping light switches, electrical devices, depending on what, like if you have the hood, like the hood fan, I'm trying to think what else, the microwave, the air fryer, like all that stuff works. All of it. Turning the power box back on is considered one unique interaction. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the new ghost. If you haven't seen it yet, that's this guy right here. That's the one. Good night, Dorito. Thank you, friend. I heard they were fixing that. Did they say that that was not supposed to be happening? Yeah, Dale the guest. So that's how we know. Well, first of all, we have EMF5, so we know it can't be a mimic, and writing as well. But then speed-wise, that gave away what it was. For sure. I'm not even worried about objectives. We wanted to get the ghost. Where did they say that they were going to be fixing that, by the way? I'm just curious. Is the full speed Delta Gas the fastest in the game? No, but it's very fast. No, it's not the fastest. Speed-wise, let me see. Another streamer mentioned it. Unless you hear it from Kinetic Games, it's hearsay. Even if I hear another Kinetic partner say something, if I did not hear it from Kinetic Games, then I'm not going to say that that's 100% going to happen. We don't know. No, at its slowest, the Delta Gas is 0.4 meters per second. At its fastest, it is 3.0 meters per second. And then the, let me see. Yeah, the Dio, so the Delta Gas and the Dio are literally the same speeds. It's just that the Dio is that 3.0 meters per second until it gets within range of the player. The Delta Gas is 3.0 meters per second if you haven't moved any objects, but it doesn't slow down. It just maintains that speed. So I believe at 100% speed Ghost, the Delta Gas and the Dio are two of the fastest, if not the fastest, at that 3.0 meters per second, I think. Oh, the Revy. The Revy is, when it knows where you are, is also 3.0 meters per second. Yeah. Yeah. And that's not including line of sight speed. Yeah, so Dio, Revy, and the Delta Gas, all 3.0 meters per second. Yeah. So yeah, line of sight is a little bit different. Whenever there's a full line of sight speed up, yeah. First time hearing the Dale was absolutely horrifying. Yeah. Yeah, when you don't know what it can do, that becomes dangerous AF. For sure. All right, that is going to be the last game of the night. I am tired. Very tired. Is there any Easter eggs in Willow that you know of? I would almost guarantee that there are no Easter eggs in Willow. Yeah, I think Willow probably has like some underlying lore to it that we could probably figure out, but Easter eggs, no. They've been saving the Easter eggs for the new maps. So that's why like Point Hope and like Nels have those Easter eggs that give you the ID cards, and the reworks have not. Cat in the Closet's not an Easter egg. That's just part of the lore. You could call it an Easter egg, but it's not like a puzzle or anything to figure out. I forget which ghosts sing during events. All of them can sing during events except for the Shade, but the Banshee is more than likely to shade. The Banshee is more likely to sing. What about the QR code? Well, the QR code just takes you to one of their videos, doesn't it? It's a little creepy. Wish I could free the kitty. Well, you know, it's a ghost kitty. How are you going to free it? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's a ghost kitty. We assume. Should you prestige? Yes. Do it. Yep, do it. All right. I'm going to end it on the YouTubes, though, so that way we can go find someone to say hi to. But thank you, friends. Let us go find a friend to say hi to. We did start early, I guess, to be fair. Thank you, Danny. No, thank you guys, man. Definitely a crazy night. Definitely a crazy night. If you weren't here earlier, we broke the highest hype train record that I've ever had. I don't even remember when we first hit the last one. Yeah. Crazy talk. Absolutely crazy talk. But what that means is that we need to schedule a night where we wear the cow onesie and we play funnel runners, and I need to know what night I'm going to do that so that I know to replace every single alert that I have. But thank you guys so much. If this was the last stream of the month, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here, for everything. Thank you. I will not be here Friday because I'll be visiting a family friend with the fam. Tomorrow's a possibility. Not a guarantee. If it does happen, it's a bonus. Sweet. If it does not happen, then, you know, it was expected. Just remember, blue cheese will be shared one night. It's inevitable. My luck has been pretty good. I don't know. Enjoy the vacay. Thank you. It's just for the weekend. Yeah, so I'll be back on Sunday. If I don't stream tomorrow, I will stream on Sunday. We'll be back. We leave in the morning, we come back, and then I'll be back for stream. Gotta call out of work to watch. I don't know. I mean, obviously I haven't picked a day yet, so it might be on the weekend. Yeah, hard to say. All right. Oh, let's go find a friend. Let's go find a friend. Sending Flash some with it. With the VHS tape. Oh, wait, you better not be sending me a soda. Chaotic? Listen. Oh, I have to film another little, like, I have to film another thrift haul. I have to film another one of those because I went to the Goodwill that was close to me and they had videos, and they had some good ones too that I didn't know that they had. So I have some more VHS tapes to show. God, I'm so glad they're so cheap. Good night, Mystic. Thank you, friend. Thank you all for being here. Oh yeah, some good ones. One of them, I found the original. I found Hellraiser. I was like, finding horror movies is so hard. Horror movies are tough because they were not distributed the same way that other movies were. So the volume of them is not as high. So when you find one, it's like, oh shit, gotta get it. I gotta grab it. So I've got some good ones. Was there anything you're out to get? The one that I'm really out to get that I would love to find in the wild, but I just don't know if it's going to happen, is Return of the Living Dead. If I can find it, that would be super sick. I did almost find today, and I'm sad, I almost found Back to the Future 3, but inside the box, because I always check the tape, I pulled the tape out. It was Back to the Future 2. I have that, but I don't have 3. I was like, I was so excited. It was such bullshit. Horror movies. Oh, but they're so great. But they're so great. Especially the old practical ones. Like, I would love to find, like, The Blob. Like, things like that. Man, I'm going to be searching. Want to watch some horror movies? What do you think? Huh? Scandal. Somebody knew. Somebody knew I was coming. You're a wimp? That's okay. You can be the wimpiest wimp that ever could wimp. Nobody's going to judge you except for all of us. Right, chat? Just all of us. Oh, I need to switch over the Whatever Wednesday playlist back over to the Phasmo stuff. Or the throw. You know what? I'll switch it over to the throwback. Let me do that now. Hold on, before I forget. Let me cue that up so that way when this VOD ends, well, when the 24/7, when it ends that VOD, it'll go right over to the new stuff, or to the throwback stuff. That makes you feel much worse? What do you mean? What do you mean it makes you feel worse? All right, add videos, throwback Thursday. So tomorrow on the 24/7 channel, you will be able to watch old videos. We're talking videos from like, shit, like 4 years ago, probably, maybe even 5 years ago, probably 5. There's There's some in there that have the old asylum. There's some in there from, I mean, all the old lobby stuff, everything old. Yeah. You don't like horror movies? Oh, I love them. They're so great. I love old horror movies. Old horror movies was good. Yeah, so Asylum was the old Sunny Meadows. It was the original. Yeah. Poltergeist was one of my favorite movies. That's why it's my favorite. I want to find another one. I want to find is it Trolls? Is it Trolls? Not Trolls. God damn it. Troll. I think it's literally just called Troll. Like Troll 1 and Troll 2. Lost Boys would be a really good one too. Troll 2 might be what I'm thinking of. Is Troll 2 the one where the guy does like the, oh my God, is that the one? Is that one? They're eating her, then they're gonna eat me. Yeah, that's it. Okay. That's the one that I remember as a kid. Like I remember seeing that. My parents didn't give a shit. And I remember like I remember some guy was in a room with some girl and they were like making out, and then all of a sudden all this popcorn showed up and it was like, what the hell is going on? The guy turned into a plant, then they ate him. Killer Clowns would be a really good one too. Yeah. The original 80s Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, spontaneous popcorn. I guess so. I don't know. I have Freddy Krueger. I have a VHS of Freddy. Was it Freddy's Nightmare? I don't remember. You have the original? Oh, you lucky dog. Yeah, I'm always on the search though. Always on the search. All right. I applied the changes to the 24/7 channel, so tomorrow it should play the old stuff. We'll see. Haven't seen any of them. They're really good. For my collection, I have many Funkos of David and Michael. That's cool. Very cool. Thank you, Blueberry. We did a new horror icon or creature. The closest thing we have to that would be like Terrifier. Probably, I would say that's probably the closest thing we have to like a new horror icon. Which I haven't even seen all those movies. Those movies are insane. Oh, I know where we can go. I know where we can go. I like Art. He's a really great character. Really, really great character. I haven't rated this friendo in ages. So we are going to go say hi to Tika. Tika's currently playing Phas. They've been streaming for almost 5 hours, so they might be ending soon. If they end soon, we're just going to go along for the ride, okay? Again, guys, if you're not in the Discord link is there in chat. So are the rest of the socials. When it comes to the thrift hauls, if you give a shit in any way, shape, or form about it, if you care, you can join my Patreon for free. And I'm going to be posting them to the Patreon for free. I'm just going to post it for everyone to see. I don't know where else to post it. So I'm like, I'll post it there. So I need to film that one. I might even do a voiceover with them. So that way I can say like my memories that I have with these movies. That might be what I do. I might do that as well. We'll see. But I'll get that filmed and then I'll get that posted there for sure. But thank you guys so much. So much for such an insane stream. You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. But let's go say hi to our friendo. My name is yet to be changed on the Discord of my Twitch name. No, you're okay. All's well, dude. All's well. All right. Here's some raid messages. If you're a follower, that's for you. Most of you are probably subbed, so that's for you. And then Creepy Tier 3s, that is for you. Let's go say hi to our friend. I appreciate you guys. I will see you either tomorrow for a new game with friends or Sunday for possibly more Phas. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. But I love you guys. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for everything. Goodbye.